to the almighty LDBC, the Lions Den boxing community. If you didn't know, now you know. All right. I am back with it, baby. The grind don't stop with KQKC, baby. What's going on, everybody? Good morning and happy Saturday to everyone. All right. There's no fights really tonight, unless you really a big fan of Jaime. Jaime is what we call overrated, but I don't blame Jaime because I blame his handlers. I blame none other than Oscar De La Hoya, yes, and other few handlers of his. Because Jaime has been fighting no one like tonight. That's why I'm so disappointed, because the undercard is shit, and he's fighting a guy that has 5 losses under his belt, and he's not really a great fighter. You know, Jaime is going through the motions. They have stated and called out Jaime. They're saying that he must face better competition or he messing up his career. Ain't that right, Stephen L. the Mac? And that chat. Yes, sir. I appreciate you, Steve. What's going on with you, man? All right. Good morning to you. What's happening? All right. What's going on? All right. So Jaime, he's gonna have to step it up. He's gonna have to step it up in competition, because right now, Golden Boy, and this is what I'm saying, and this is why I didn't want to say nothing to Kid Austin. He's gonna have to learn on his own, because his daddy is there protecting him. I mean, he's protecting him. He told me in the Instagram post that my dad won't even let me talk to the press without him sitting there. So I'm like, okay, and that's why I had to interview him and his dad. And there's nothing wrong with that, because he's still a kid. You don't want to outspeak and say something, and get a beef going or whatever. But anyway, I mean, still, Golden Boy don't treat their fighters right. That's why a lot of fighters left Golden Boy and went over to who? Al Heyman. And Oscar got mad. He got mad as hell. So then he got so mad that he wanted to sue Al Heyman and Bob Arum too, because they getting outbidded and they were getting paying more. So there you go. Now, let's see who all in the building first before I get started. All right. Anybody remember OG Boxing? OG Boxing Talk? I don't know if y'all remember that. Well, me, Fanon, Blood Boxing, and Trap House Boxing. And I forgot all about it. I was going through some things, and let me play it for y'all. This dude, I didn't know he made a song about me, right? And it was kind of funny, and I said, what? You know what? I'm gonna upload it. Now listen at this.
You know what I'm saying? What you gotta do is you gotta show them who you are and what you are. That's affirmative. Coming straight out of the shot now. You either get down or you lay down. Now from the path you have to walk up. It said OG Boxing Talk, yes sir. He read the knowledge that Kirk gives. And check out the lifestyle that Drew lives. And listen to Plus Press out and tear up the place. And yes sir, I'll break down the places like he litigates a case. And this show is very special. The old heads get together and they talk about the fight time. They're competing with the best show. You other frauds are washed up and you're not even in its sight style. Tune in on Sunday morning. Pay attention and support her, cause my outline you in chalk. It's KQKC, y'all. This is that OG Boxing Talk. Chapter 4, sing. There's no on Sundays that you're rocking with the best. Great boxing acumen that'll flush out all the rest. The LDBC will always talk right straight down the line. Please don't come with ignorance, or you might get hard to find. Well, there you have it. Another Boogie Down Bronx, Chi-Town Sure Shot, KQKC, yes sir. On the behalf of the almighty LDBC, Tone Jones, Chapter 4, and Ticket TV, I'm A Weapons.
Anyway, I found that. I forgot all about that song. I really did. That is Ticket TV homeboy, A Wack. Good singer, good musician, everything. But I forgot all about it. 'Cause OG, but I didn't want to use it because it was just my name in it. It wasn't all the other guys. So I just threw it away. Not threw it away, but I just didn't use it. And I ran across it yesterday. I thought that'd be funny. Anyway, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah. No, they ain't me. No, they ain't me. Now, he was thinking about me, but it wasn't me. It wasn't. It was four of us. It was four of us. And I didn't, do something on our channel, and I didn't want to do that. And like I'm another group or some shit like that. So I just never used. Anyway, all right, let's keep it moving. Let's see who up in the building before we get on here and talk this shit. All right, yes, sir, because something got me upset. All right, I'm always upset. Mr. Mechanical, baby, leading off the herd, baby. He's up in here. All right, yes, sir. January on fire, OG. Man, tell me about it. And that's my birthday month, too? Oh, man, I'm going to be on fire. Oh, yes, sir. I'm going to be on fire. We got my girl, Shawala. Yes, sir. 77. What's going on? Shabbat Shalom to you. Yes, sir. Assalamu alaikum to you, my sister. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And we got Sweet Tea. I know she's always listening. Yes, but you usually come in, Sweet Tea, at the end, say, okay, have a good day, this and that. So I'm like, what's she at? What's she at? So, but anyway, I must got too fast for it. I don't know. All right. But anyway, what's going on, Jay? What's going on with Jay Grant that's in here? Salute to you. All right, all right. Who else we got up here? Same fight, different round. You got that right. You got that right. All right. What's going on, Steve Austin, man? We talking about a $76 million man. What's going on with you? Yes, sir. Andrew Gray is in the building. What's going on with you? All right. We got my man Cano, local sports is up in here. What's going on, Cano? Salute to you, man. I ain't seen you in a while, but yes, I did. I see you at the debate. That's right. And I seen you on your live today. That's right. All right. Mr. Mechanical. What's going on? All right. Salute to you. All right. We got C883 CB3. It's up in here. All right. I don't know what that be. I really need to get some real glasses. All right. What's up, Jay? What's going on with you? Salute to you, man. What's happening? All right. Just chilling out, cooling this morning. All right. Good. That's good. All right. RP, what's going on with you? Salute to you. Ray Patterson in the building. All right, all right. Yes, sir. We got my man Steve, L. The Mac. We got Gert up in here. What's going on, Gert? And we got my man, 512 Boxing, also known as Big Texas. It's up in here, the winning team. Yo, what's popping, man? Hey, you tell me what's popping. And we got on the mic with Terrence Bailey, baby. Where you been, Terrence? I ain't seen you in a while. But glad you're here, though. All right, we got my man Z. We talking about Zulu Lion. It's up in here. All right, what's going on? Terry Wood up in here. What's going on, TW? Salute to you, man, and welcome back. Welcome, 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 everybody. All right, welcome, KQKC. Darnell Clark Bay is in the building. What's going on with you, Darnell? All right, what's going on, Phil 508? What's happening with you? All right, salute to you. And we got my man from the south side of Houston. We got another Rick up in here. We talking about Rick, yes, the little Rick. All right, the little Rick from the south side of Houston. What's going on with you, Rick? All right, yes, sir. Like I told you before, that's a good call, good call. Jay, ready. What's going on? Ready, like ready, Freddy. Yes, sir. All right. PGH, Big Dog is in here. What's going on, Big Dog? All right, all right. Salute to you. All right, all right. Who else we got up in here? Okay, I think I got everybody. Let me see. I think I can. Oh no, and then all right, we got Old City World up here. You rocking with the big OG. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, you will. But why you gotta say I gotta be big, man? Why I gotta be big? Yeah, Bomac, that's big, right? All right, all right. Yes, sir. All right, all right. Who else we got up in here? All right, okay, Big Dog. Okay, Z. All right. And, Edwin Chevette. What's going on, family member? Salute to you. D Shuffle. He's up in here, baby. He's shuffling it down. Yes, sir. What's going on with you? All right, Slick Rick the Ruler is up in the building, baby. All right, we got my man 817, also known as Mr. Ha. Talk too much. Don't worry, I'm gonna be there for your debate next week. All right. You all that shit you've been talking all this time I've been knowing you. You better talk your ass off next week. What's going on, green man boxing, grown man boxing? What's going on with you? Salute to you. All right, all right. Who else we got up here? SP3CKZ. It's up in here. What's going on with you? Salute to you. All right, all right. Who else we got up in here? All right. Pull this more down. See somebody just jumped in. Okay, King D, what's going on? All right. Much blessings to you, brother. All right. Salute to you. All right. D Shuffle. Yes, 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 yes. OG. I'm gonna handle up. And I know this. Okay, I heard that. Yes, so let's see what them Texas boy made of. All right. Because last time I heard there wasn't nothing in Texas but steers and queers. Steers and queers. Now, which one are you? Which one are you? We don't ride no horses in Chicago. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. No, I better stop because Zulu Lion, man, that's a big dude. All right. What you say? Man, I tried to watch Bellator on Showtime last night, and it was good. It was good, but I didn't know what the fuck them calls was. So somebody will have to sit me down and watch it with me and tell me what's this and what's that. So anyway, let's get on into this boxing talk on this Saturday morning. All right, Melvin Wright, what's going on with you, baby? Salute to you. All right. Now, first of all, you already know the WBA, they already ordered Stanionis. And who? Yes, sir, Ortiz. Ortiz has been protected by none other than, yes, coked out, none other than Oscar De La Hoya. Now, will they take that fight? No. No. That fight ain't going to happen. Now, of course, they do have what we call 30 days or they go to a purse bid. Now, of course, Oscar, they don't want this fight. They don't want this fight at all. Why? Because Oscar is protecting Ortiz. He been protecting Ortiz. Hell, he been protecting Ryan Garcia. Hell, he been protecting Canelo Alvarez. Ain't nothing changed. But now, Ortiz want to be a champion. Then okay then, go to the purse bid because they ain't gonna work shit out in 30 days. They're not gonna work anything out in 30 days. And Stanionis said, I am not. I repeat, I am not taking no more step aside. I did it for Earl so he can fight you guys. Okay, but I ain't doing this shit no more. I'm not taking no more step aside. All right. Yes, I like to pay. Yes, I like to get paid twice because you got to fight me sooner or later. But I'm tired of sitting on the sideline. I'm tired of sitting up there holding people persons and shit. I want to get in the game. I want the action, and that's I don't blame them. All right, I don't blame them. But one thing about it is, all right, one thing about it is that Earl Spence, he has three mandatories. Three mandatories. And he looking good. What's up? What's going on with you? My man Renee Boxer Young. What's going on with you, my guy? All right. Yeah, Miguel was just playing from fam. Yes, sir. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, ready for the Miguel career was. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah. So Master Khalid, what's going on? But so now, Eric. Oh, I see. Okay, so now standing on and say, hey, look, we gotta get something together, or we go to purse bid, and they ready because see they've been waiting to be a champion for a long time. You know that shit can be frustrating because you sitting there, you have the experience, you have the position, you have the rank. You know, I mean, come on. What's up, Safari Caesar? What's going on? Salute to you. All right, I got you. 704 Joe, what's going on? Good morning to you. I'm from Dallas, Texas, home of the welterweight champion of the world, Earl Truth Spence Jr. You damn right. All right, Courtney Thompson, what's going on with you? All right, so basically, Ortiz, now he's gonna have to put up or shut up. That's simple. They have been ordered. They got 30 days to make a deal or a purse bid they will have to go to. Now, check this out. This is the split in the purse bid. This is the split. 75-25 standing on its way. Woo, baby. 75-25. Wow, man, that's the split. If we go to appropriate, y'all better work something out. So let's see. Ortiz is that guy like everybody think he is. And no offense, a lot of Hispanics think he is. The one that said that he can beat Earl Spence. The same Ortiz that can beat Boots. Oh, that's gonna be a good fight. Boy, Boots has his hands full. No, he won't. No, he won't. Man, I know somebody else just mentioned both of their names. And we're gonna get to his ass in a minute. Because you know what? He just messed up his bag. All right. Well, not really bad, because he really don't care. Because he got his guarantee. See, he knows he don't sell. He knows he's not liked. You see, he ain't trying to make no friends. He ain't trying to get no frenemies. He know he has enemies. So that's why he always wants something up front. Because he know he ain't going to sell shit. So, listen, don't give me that 5-6 shit. Because people was going to buy that shit. But now you open your... I told you stop it. I told you don't get in that damn in the media again without a PR person. I told you this. But no, there you go again. There you go again. And now guess what? You fucked up. You know you fucked up, right? You know you fucked up. See, I broke asses. And I don't mean to flip the channel. It's just that he chapping my ass again. I gotta go get some lotion. He's chapping my ass again. Because I broke asses. We're going to give you a chance. I was going to call the fight for Blue. I was going to call him for him. He said, I appreciate that, OG, you do that. Yeah, I was going to do that. I was going to do that. But since we broke and all, then your ass fight and call the fight. How about that? Boy, you something else. And when you look at Bud Crawford, and I'm not hating on him, but I've been around this world a long time. And I know when somebody kind of like spiteful, they want to have a pen and just stick you with it, a knife, just stick it. No, I got the belt and you can't have it. Nah. That type of shit. It crawls and bites my ass. And this is why I don't care for this young man. Yes, he can box, he can do all that, but I don't care. As far as integrity goes, as far as talking about other shit goes, you are not a businessman. Let's get that straight. Yes, you are a promotion-free agent, but you don't know what to do with it. But we'll get to his ass in a minute. Yes, sir, we will. Now, Gervonta Tank Davis. Wow, that's a big news that happened. Gervonta Tank Davis. And now Ryan Garcia. Now, all of a sudden, they announced the fight. Ryan announced the fight. Oscar, he announced the fight. Gervonta Davis, he announced the fight. Even Ryan did a damn interview already. Was the dumbass that think he know everything and never played the sports? Really seriously played sports? Stephen A. Smith. Now, of course, now Ryan is a threat. Ryan is so good. Everybody coming out the woodwork now. Ryan got an IQ. When Ryan had an IQ? Joe Guzman, he did an interview. Well, see, Ryan, he's a hard worker. See, Ryan, he's he's something else. All right. No, he is not. What have changed? And I still don't believe it's gonna happen. Because he pulled out too many damn fights. His track record tells me that it's not going to happen. What's going on? Quick in the building. What's going on with you? What's going on, Zoo? Salute to you, man. Yes, sir. He said, Bud don't read too good because he told KO, I bet you can't do it after he read KO's tweet. It's clear he didn't understand it. Yes. No, he didn't understand it. I looked at it. He didn't understand it. I sent a tweet too. I said, you know what? You dumb as a box of rocks. That's what I told him. I'm sorry. He dumb as a box of rocks. And look, and I don't mean to call a man dumb. I really don't. I really don't. You know, because some people, and if y'all remember my lives, y'all remember my little sayings I always have, right? Well, some people are meant to have brains. Some people are meant to have what? Bronze. Okay? Now, Terrence, you was meant to have bronze. You're not meant to have brains. Now, I don't know what you did in the past or what grades you got in school, but I can tell you it wasn't too good. All right? I can tell right now it wasn't too good. And now your feelings is hurt. You yourself, out of your mouth, say you had a short man complex. And what you do? What you do? And you are a jealous guy. Now, that's one thing that KQ don't play around with. I don't mess around with men that's jealous. That's a girl thing. You know? Jealous? Jealous of what? Oh, man. Well, you got money? Oh, that's cool. Nigga, I wish I had some. Man, hey, loan me $50. Shit, why would I be jealous of your ass? More power to you. Hell, you got a lot of kids. So the money ain't gonna go that far. Come on. And you know what? I feel bad for BLK Prime. Because they're not gonna get nothing out of this but publicity. That's all. And you better keep your gloves up. You better keep a high guard up. You come in there with all that switching and shit, you might just end up on your ass. I've never seen a man just so irritating. He's irritating. He is. And what makes it so bad, I heard of suicide, but this motherfucker commits suicide every time he types. Who has time to do that? And that it's bothering him of what people think of him. Because he get on Instagram Live. He tweeting back and forth with the fans. He tweeting back and forth with Earl Spence. Oh, wait a minute. He's supposed to be doing a promo for BLK Prime so he can get on TV. I mean, so he can sell the fight, right? He didn't talk about nobody but Earl Spence. Why? Because Earl Spence have done what we always say, the impossible. He didn't have no rehab. He came out the hospital, got well, went to the gym, and went and whooped some ass. And then he did the same thing after the eye surgery. He didn't have no rehab. He could not run because of the vibration, so he walked about 20 goddamn miles. Then once he got together, he got cleared. Then he came back and whooped some old ass. So, now, again, what you got to say? Oh, I'm a Hall of Famer. Like I told your ass in that tweet. You're not a Hall of Famer until you stop fighting. And do us a favor. Why don't you stop now? Why don't you stop now? And that way we get it over with. And you really can be a Hall of Famer then. Just saying. Just saying. Because see, one thing about this dude, I mean, I was giving him the benefit of the doubt. I was. I mean, like, man, everybody picking on him and shit. I know he blue black. All right. I always said that. He's black than a son of a bitch. Ain't no I ain't shit. I'm always gonna say that. But you keep stabbing yourself. You mean it's called self-inflicted. All right? Why are you doing that to yourself? Are you cheap or you just don't want to spend no money on a PR person? Let somebody talk for you. Matter of fact, where is Brian McIntyre? Where is he? I don't understand it. He in everybody's business. He's talking about Earl Spence all these years. And now, there's some good stuff for him now to talk about. But he ain't talking about it. He's nowhere to be seen. I'm going to tell you what. I bet you Des from BLK Prime, I bet they don't get along. Because Bomac is not very bright. So he tried to put his nose where he don't have no business putting it at. And all. And Bud is a promotion free agent now. So he can speak for himself, which he's doing a bad job at it. So there you go. But when you talk about a person, hell, I didn't even get a chance to talk yet what I want to talk about. But when you sit there, because he's just an irritating little son of a bitch. He is. And when you sit there and you say that we are broke, we are miserable, and we are jealous. Well, I tell you this, son. You better do the right thing. Because, see, in life, I have seen many people with money. The next thing you know, their ass is broke. Bad investments, infested house that they spent $400,000 on. I have seen people get in the toilet. So you better be careful with your money, because I will be the first one laughing. And I know it's not funny, but it is funny. You reap what you sow. Watch and see. Now you think you're doing something smart. You think you're doing something smart by trying to hold Earl back from accomplishing something. Because, right? Because he don't know how it feels to hold all 4 belts. You see, he don't know how it feels. How many times we will keep lingering on that 140 shit? What have you done at 147? I ain't not talking about beating that white boy from Australia. That was so easy to do. What have you done? Nothing. Nothing. At least the Hall of Famers that was shaking your hands and y'all made him, they made you feel so comfortable. They're going to laugh at your ass. Because those are real Hall of Famers. They did more than just went undisputed. They fought the best. They went in wars. What war you been in? Oh, I'm sorry, Gamboa hurt you. That was the toughest fight. A guy that jumped up 2 weight classes, dummy. 2 weight classes. Get the fuck out of here. You know, and you know what? And first, I'm like, no, fuck Keith Thurman. Right? I really said that. Look, Earl, no, man, fuck him. Because look how he did you. But now, I want Earl to fight him. Show you and your homies how it is to fight a real fighter and a real former champion. Yeah. Come on. Shit, you sitting up here and you doing this right before your fight. Your fight is less than a month away. Nobody know who they are. Ain't nobody know nothing about them. We don't know they're going to last past January or what. Because they only got 2 fighters signed, you and AB. And I saw AB work out. I saw that workout by Everything Boxing. AB, oh, baby. Man, you're not going to fight no 3 fights in 1 year. Y'all playing the brothers. Y'all playing Black Pride TV. All right? Y'all playing them. Y'all are. Boy got his bag. He don't care y'all come. He don't care if y'all buy it. He don't care if y'all stream it. He got his guarantee. See, he learned his lesson. He know he can't sell. All right? At least he admitted that, right? At least you admitted that you're not liked. That you're boring. You are a fighter that fights subpar competition. You might well just admit it. And don't y'all dare throw out that damn on Sean Porter and Cal Brook. Please. That's the first they go to. That's the first go-to and the easy route. That's the first shit they always say. Please. Shit. Man, oh man. You know, and it seemed like, you know, I don't mean to harp on this, but this dude is really, really irks me. And he's really spiteful. He's a spiteful guy. You can look at his face and tell. You look, and Letitia, you put your ass in this too. So I'm gonna say something about your ass too. You spiteful too. You're a hateful little woman. But see, I understand. I get it. Now, these not my words. This is Miss Crawford words. Bud Crawford, mama, mama. That's his words, her words. In her interview, she said, I could never tell him I loved him. And I think that bothered him. And she paid guys to beat his ass. So that showed me that he wasn't tough when he was little. She was trying to make him rough and tough. Not my words. Not my words. That's her words in the interview. So that kind of mess you up when mama don't say, hey, come here, baby, I love you. Hey, you, come here. You know. So the laugh is on BLK Prime. I got my bag. I got my bag. That's why he talking shit. If he had to do, and this is my business, because I wouldn't give him no guarantee either. I wouldn't give him a damn shit. Because you don't sell. It's not a guarantee we're going to make X amount of dollars, especially what you asking for. You didn't do it at top rank, so what makes you think you're going to do it now? Then we're going to get Earl a little million or 200, no, but he's going to get most of the back end, a percentage. Come on. This is our star. All right? He said everything, he did everything he said he was going to do. He got 3 bills. Come on. We're going to give him a little money. You got a little bonus. Here you go. All right, there you go. I'm going to drop it in your seat. There you go. But you fucked up an old man that was looking for a house in Beverly Hills. You messed him up. He could have had that down payment. And guess what? He fucked it up messing with you. So all the bleachers was empty. Everybody was empty until they probably everybody moved together. Right? And make it look bigger. Just saying. I'm just saying. I might be wrong. Or then again, I might be right. But when you have a pay-per-view, people, when you have a pay-per-view, hit the like button too also. All right, when you have a pay-per-view, it's a pay-per-view. When you have a pay-per-view, when you never fought on a stream before, a app, that's what it is, an app. And you never, what's up, Professor X? What's going on with you? You try to do your best to promote that app. They already gave you a bag. They already gave you half of what I hear. So you winning, right? I'm winning, right? I'm winning. Boy, oh boy, I pray that y'all get y'allself together. No, I pray that your ass go away. How about that? I've never been tired of a fighter. I've never been tired of fighters except him. Do you realize? Think about it, y'all. Walk with me. Talk with me. You ever met a fighter like Bud Crawford that started shit from the fans to the fighters? For years. And then with the promoter. For years. Then got kicked out the amateurs. The Olympics. I mean, really? Have y'all ever met a fighter like that? What's up, Rachel Denair? What's going on with you, my sister? So for you to come out to promote BLK Prime, which you didn't say in the interview, you pretty much said we broke, we jealous. I mean, what the hell? What the hell? Shoot. All right. I'm available this AM if you want me to clarify. Oh yeah, okay. Let me send you a link, Rachel. I'm gonna send Rachel Denair a link because I want her to explain something. What happened with Bossy Ego did a video, and he was stating that Rachel Denair and no deal. She wait a minute, hold on, let me find it. Okay, okay, where you at, Rachel? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. I get you. I get you. I get you. Please bear with me. Okay. Okay, there you go. Okay. All right, just 1 second. Put this down. I can type better. Okay. 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 I think I got it already. Oh yeah, I do. Okay. Okay, I had it already. Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. All right. The fire season, and that soon for her chat. Yes, sir. The fire season. Yes, I know that. Yes, sir. All right. Okay. Yeah. So you should get it, Rachel, by now. Okay. You was already in there anyway. I didn't even know that. Okay. There you go. All right. How you
Hi.
doing? Hey, how you doing?
Good morning.
You all right? Good
Having my
morning.
coffee.
Oh, okay. Got your coffee ready? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Great. Yeah. So, yeah, I just wanted to ask you because I saw the
Mhm.
video that uh, um, Boss Eagle did, and he was
Mhm.
that that you and Nonito was saying. I don't know. Was he talking about the convention or somewhere else that the fight is not going to take place, and you all knew it for sure. So I just wanted you to clarify that. Maybe the what's going on with Crawford. I don't know. Maybe you might have known something that you can't talk about. I don't know. But I don't know where he got that information from, but that's what he put out. So,
It was actually on the Boxing Voice, and it
oh,
was after the announcement already had been put into play with Bud announcing Avernesian. But before he even announced it, probably about, let's see, it was announced in October. I think September. I already said like a bunch of times. I was like, it's not going to happen. In November. And this is before we found about Avernesian. There was, people in Vegas that, considering the fight was supposed to be here, know a lot of people that work with MGM and things like that. And they're like, oh, that fight's not happening that weekend. It's not even scheduled.
wow.
And so as it got closer, I talked to a couple of the boxing writers that had talked to both sides, and they're like, Rachel's not going to happen. And I was like, okay, so because I mean, it literally was what it was supposed to be today. And being that this is like the beginning of Thanksgiving break, I was like,
Right.
tell me because I'm going to go on vacation or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Right.
have kids that I have to plan for. So all these guys were telling me, no, it's not going to happen. Like, go and plan your vacation, because you don't need to be in Vegas that weekend, this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so when it came out, the Boxing Boys had me on, and um, Nonito was walking by as I was talking about it, and that's when he shouted from the back. He's like, it's not going to happen. So,
Oh,
like,
so that's old, right? That wasn't now, recently, right?
no, yeah, that was back, like, when it got announced, like, maybe, what, the week after Avernesian got announced?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Because he was putting it like it was like right now. That's where it sounded
mm-mm.
like. Now
Mm.
like it's not gonna happen in 2023 either. You know. You
Well,
know.
I mean, that was part of the question that, Ness and Danny asked, and I said, being all the sanctioning bodies and the movement of the promoters and what the fighters have lined up for them. It like if it was gonna happen, like in the perfect circumstance, November 2022 was going to be it,
Mhm.
because now you have fight offs, you have mandatory positions, you have the sanctioning bodies putting fighters in front of the fighters now. People who have invested their time and emotion into it as well. So you have Al, of course, um, and Spence, who feel like they got blindsided by the Avernesian
Yeah.
announcement.
Mhm.
Um, and then you have the other fighters, which I always look at. Like you look at someone like could Stanionis has fought, could, Boots had fought, could, Virgil had fought. Like all the like Stanionis
Right.
was negotiating a step aside, right?
Right.
I don't know about the other fighters. I know Stanionis was because that's Richard's guy. So I know
Right.
that one for sure.
Mhm.
And he didn't get paid for the step aside because there was no fight. So you just took out money from that guy's from what he could have been making, in
Right.
addition to he could have fought.
Right. Wow. He
So,
didn't even get the
so you
step
put all
aside
these
money.
people's
Wow.
lives, yeah, you put all these people's lives on hold, and their money to, put money on the table before Christmas, and then you up and cancel it, and it's like, I feel bad for all these fighters that were like, okay, all right, we'll step aside, we'll be good boys, and put our career on hold for this mega fight, and then it doesn't happen. So a step aside fee that you negotiate doesn't matter because the fight never happened, so you don't get paid that step aside.
Wow. No one is standing on is standing firm that he don't want no step aside money. He wants to fight this time. And now they order Ortiz to fight
Mhm.
Stanionis, or go to a purse bid. Um,
Mhm.
so and Boots also, been ordered to fight someone, I forgot who it was, but they made um Javante Davis and Ryan Garcia. At least they got a couple more loose ends to tie up, they say. But
Yeah.
that's not the same as Bud Crawford and Earl Spence. Now, some people trying to say it's the same, but it's not. Because, see,
I
Javante Davis, he has someone that represents him. He has
Mhm.
PBC and he has Showtime. Well, but,
Mhm.
but Bud is a promotional free agent,
Correct.
so you can't say that's the same, you know.
Well,
Some people,
it's two things that it's not the same. One, like, yes, Tank has people behind him. Bud doesn't like it's already out that Bash Boxing was the one that, secured the promotional license for um the Nebraska licensing for the sports commission
wow,
for the state. And it wasn't Bud himself. So you can't even compare that to like someone like Floyd, where it's his promotional agency, right?
mhm,
Um, because it's not Buds that's running it. And in addition, like you're talking about Tank Davis versus Brian Garcia for no belts.
right,
And then you have one that it was for all the trinkets, right?
right,
Um, then you compare it like social media wise. Okay, well, Tank and Ryan, especially Ryan, has his little Abercrombie and Fitch little girls or Aeropostale. I don't remember what he sponsors, but
mhm,
um, not boxing fans really. Like you can't even say they're casual boxing fans. They're really Ryan Garcia fans.
right, exactly,
Um, so it's a whole different demographic and a different like meaning to the fight. Um, People say it's going to be bigger because of their fan following. I mean, yeah, it could be. Is it for legacy? No, it's not for legacy. No one's going to care like that two huge social media influencers. Not saying that that's what they are, but
mhm,
bigger in the social media environment than they are in the boxing world, and their accomplishments is really part of the legacy, where I feel like Spence versus Crawford for all the trinkets is a bigger legacy fight.
right, right, exactly. And now I just want to ask you this: how do you feel about what the statement Crawford made on Twitter about the fans? You know, that listen. Did you read that?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, all right. Now, do you think that is making BLK Prime look bad and maybe not sell that many pay-per-view buys, or maybe people are gonna stream it and then because they was gonna buy it at first, but now since they broke or whatever and miserable, then do you think that, or he's saying that and mean it because he got that guarantee?
I think I think what I'm going to say is I think that he's highly affected. And I believe that so with his team as well. Their whole I would if it was a one-off where no one said anything from his team and he just spouted this, maybe he caught it on the wrong day and just wanted to mouth off on Twitter. Okay, I'll write that off as a pass.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I believe it's his sister who had said a couple like weeks ago, she's like, I have never seen so many emotional guys like about her brother, and they need to go and get some they need to get laid, pretty much is what
Mm-hmm.
she said.
Oh yeah,
and
yes, you're true. Yeah.
and then you had one that was talking about Al Heyman. Who was it? Bernie the Boxer
Yes,
talking about Al
very
Heyman. And
disrespectful.
so
Yeah.
it's like this, it's not just a one-off where you had a bad day and maybe you shouldn't have been biting at fans, whatever. It's this constant aura right now that they're all in defensive mode. And it is, for me, I'm like, are we seriously not going to stop this? Like, I mean, do what you want. You're a grown ass man. Like, I
Right.
just
Let me.
believe, like,
Go ahead.
it doesn't put a good like look, like especially when you're trying to promote a fight and then you're calling people, first his sister emotional. It's like, yes, these emotional ass people are the ones that are going to buy your pay-per-views, right? Like the
Right.
haters and the lovers, they're both going to
Exactly.
buy it because they're so emotionally invested.
Hmm.
Number two, then we had the whole the live where he forgot what streaming service he was on for a quick sec, and we're talking about Fire Sticks. And now you're
Right.
doubling it down with broke people that can't afford. Well, I mean, if you keep if I was a fan of you and you keep hitting me like that, I'd be like, well, forget it. Why am I even bothering supporting you? Apparently we're miserable and all this
Right.
stuff when all I've been doing is trying to defend you, right?
Right.
I just don't think it's a good look.
Mm. Okay. Okay. You don't think it's good look. Okay. Do you
Mm-mm.
think that he's not? Well, I would say this deliberately doing this, because he really, really don't want that fight. Could that be a possibility?
I mean, I
Or
have
he just spiteful or just mad or defensive or whatever. I don't know.
I mean, I like, okay, so in the past when we have watched his a lot of his interviews, and this spans back to 2 years ago, all the way to the most recent, which was a couple months ago. And
Mhm.
there was this thread of um I don't need Spence, right?
Mhm.
I don't need Spence for my legacy. So I don't feel like there was the urgency. Let's just put it that way. Like he doesn't feel like he needs to, or he needs to. Um, and when you have that, I don't think it's like it's just not his priority. Um, then I think, in addition to that, I think his belief in his business acumen has created more of a wall because he assumingly doesn't understand how how the side of business works.
Thank you.
Um,
Hmm.
and like I said, that's not a knock on anyone. There's things
Right.
in my business I'm still learning. Even at the BC,
Hmm.
people ask me why I didn't speak on Nonito's behalf, considering I'm his manager.
Hmm.
And I said, you know what? I'm still learning. Let me watch. Richard knows what we want, and we
Oh
talked
yeah.
about it. And so let me watch him go to work. Let me see how these all function, but he knows what I want, right? Like, so we had talked about it like an hour before the BC ratings and the
Oh,
mandatory.
okay.
But I wanted to see like the customs and courtesies, how this goes about, like, what are they basing it off of? Like, I needed to do my homework and really learn in the environment. Um, so that, again, that's no knock on him, but it's, you have to learn and be open to learning. But if there's a sort of an arrogance thinking everything in the boxing world just because you're a boxer is it's not right. And I think this whole thing kind of slowly dragged down, not into his favor. I mean, if the money's real great, like, go and get that for sure.
Mhm.
But the connections that he burned along the way is um is
Yeah.
concerning.
Yeah, you burning, like you say, the bridges you burning. One of the most powerful people in the sport of boxing, and that you don't want to do. I get it, you 35, and but who knows? You might be boxing till you 40. Who knows? It depends how you feel, and what I always say is that it's okay that you don't know everything about business. See, the way Top Rank did business, they gave you guarantees up front. But the way PBC does business, that you can collect that back end money, when you do pay per views and things like that. But
Yeah.
but Top Rank and PBC are two different companies and two different promotional companies. So I think he was used to doing things the old way, where I get my money up front. That's
Mhm.
I'm good. I'm good. But Al knows that your track record says that you do not sell. And why would we take that risk? And why would BLK Prime take that risk? So that's the question. I always wonder, why would they? I mean, I know they startup company and you have to have a big name. But then I look at Adrian Broner, 3 fights in what, 1 year? I mean, one deal with 3 fights. You know, I, I can't see that with Adrian Broner. So
Yeah, that one was a very questionable sign to me.
mm,
I understand like signing big, big names and things like that to try to make a splash. Like that's what DAZN did. But what people don't understand is DAZN was already established as a streaming network in the
right.
UK. They
Uh,
just wanted a splash in the US.
mm,
So, um, you come in with big money and all these things. PBC did the same thing, but they had Showtime on their back, so it wasn't like we were like, well, where are the fights going to be? Oh, on Fox and Showtime. Oh, okay, well, we know
right,
them, right?
right.
um this one, I would have, if they had signed someone like Boots to even a 5 million guarantee for 3 fights, so 5 million split over 3 fights, or some of the up and coming guys, the new generation, that would make more sense to me. But
Right.
signing someone like Adrian Broner, who's, you know, kind of going outside of, I'm assuming he's not going to stay very long in the sport,
Mm,
and not being able to capitalize on the growth of the fighter over so many years, so you have a return on your investment, does
mhm.
not make sense.
Right. Right. Exactly. That's what I was saying. Like, okay, well, I know Golden Boy has him, but just let's say he wasn't signed to Golden Boy. Kid Austin, young, fresh, good fighter. You can take him, sign him, build him up, groom him up, promote him up, and you got a decent fighter there. He appreciate it, and he won't go nowhere, and
Mhm.
that that would make more sense to me than to get a fighter that, yes, he has a name. Yes, he's entertaining, but he's not that same fighter anymore. And that that got me all kind of messed up. Then with the Bud Crawford Instagram, he didn't even. I mean, he wasn't. He just haven't been promoting the company. He just been promoting himself and Spence in a negative way. That's what
Well,
made.
that's why I think it's been damage control, and I think they're in their feelings and have like a sort of defensive aura about them, because he was so quiet, right, when the whole BLK thing was, when it got announced. Well, before, 2 or 3 weeks before it got announced, he was quiet. Then he announced it, he was still quiet. And then, a week after, 2 weeks after, he decided to say something, and then it was defensive mode. It was,
Mhm.
it wasn't about promoting the fight. It was 98% about, this is what Al did, and Spence, and
Right.
2 minutes of, I'm fighting on BLT Prime, or whatever he said.
Right.
Um, and then now it's still defensive mode. Like, it's all these things are just like, everyone's a hater. No one has as much money as I do,
Right.
and blah 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 blah. And I don't know. It's, for me, it's like, it's always a mute point when people start to argue money. Talk to me about intellect.
Right.
Talk to me about records, about legacy, something that's intangible. Because when you start counting money, trust me,
Mhm.
someone always has more money than you do. So
Of
it's a
course.
never ending, battle of you trying to, and just because you have more money doesn't mean you're smarter at all. Because we've seen people who have won the Powerball and freaking lost all that money. How about
Yep.
Tyson? How much Tyson has made over his career and lost
Yep.
it all,
Yep. Yep. That's what I was
So
just saying earlier. Yep. He could be. I know people that lost a lot of money, broke now. Millionaires.
mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. So now this is the question I want to ask you about the convention. The young man got up there, and thank God Richard was up there, and Nonito was up there too, right by Richard, and he was trying to get Maloney elevated up to champ.
Okay,
I
let's
mean,
rewind. Let's rewind. Okay, let's rewind. Okay, so I I think he's a good guy. Okay,
uh,
but when it comes to stuff with Nonito, I can be really, like, I can be sarcastically mean. And so we, over the course, so we got there Sunday. So Sunday and Monday, we had, everyone's at the same bar. There was only one bar. And we hung out with, Maloney's Australian team. We hung out with, Ness from the Boxing Boys. Like, we were, social butterflies, went everywhere. And his team kind of asked me, "Well, what are you doing here? What are you waiting for?" And I was like, "I don't know. We'll see." And he's like, and then they kept pressing, and I was like, "Oh, I'm coming for Jason's neck." And they were like, "What?" And I was like, "You heard what I said." But I'm doing it like with a smile, right? I'm like, I mean, I don't know why you think I came here. Like, I didn't come here to get sun,
uh,
right? So anyway, here comes Tuesday, and we were going for number one position. Mind you, Nonito was number four, and I had done, a lot of the, basically, debate arguments on number one, two, and three position, and
mhm,
why Nonito should be number one. And from what I understood, they always talked about the quality of opponents, of why you should skip rank, right?
mhm.
Um, and I did it on Takuma was number three. Takuma Inoue's younger brother,
Right. Right.
who is, and he hasn't fought in 118 for the last two fights. So why is he ranked higher than Nonito? And then, number two was wrong. His name is Rung Visai, but it's
Right.
Norwat. I can never. Um,
Okay.
but he had a great record. Looked beautiful, 52-1-0 when he fought Jason Maloney. But 3 or 4 fights before that, he fought a 0-1-0. 5 fights before that, he fought a debut fighter. And if Nonito did that, first of all, it'd be frowned upon all over the place, and they'd be like, "Why is Nonito beating up on guys who just came out of the amateurs?"
Right.
Um, and two, like, quality of opponents. That's what we keep talking about. And being that Jason fought him the last fight, I felt like I had a good position for number one. Um, so Richard had gone up, Nonito had gone up with Richard and stated their case. Jason's team countered us and wanted the number one position. They kind of went back and forth. And then Mauricio was like, okay, they're agreeing to fight you if you stay at number two. And
Uh,
I stood up and Nonito pulled my jacket down. And I'm like, what? And he's like, we're fine at number 2. He's like, I was like, why? And he's all, because they agreed to fight us. And I go, you trust them? And he's like, they said that they're going to fight us. I'm like, all right. So we go to bed. The next day was the mandatories, and we didn't need to be there. Nonito was like, why are we going? We don't need to go to the mandatories. We're already going to fight Jason. And I'm like,
Shoot.
yeah, I want to see how this works. Like I told you,
Right.
I want to be immersed in this. And sure enough, we were just passing time, and I went over to the Boxing Voice that was streaming and kind of filling in dead air with Ness. And I see a new way up on the screen, so I know it's 18, and I see Top Ranks guy and Jason stand up. And I'm like, why are they standing up? So I threw off the headset. Richard comes running to the microphone because they're requesting Jason as number 1 to be elevated to full champion when Inoue moves up without fighting Nonito. So when he fights Nonito, he's like, we'll still fight Nonito as our first fight. And Richard's like, you're trying to fight him as the champion
Right. Right.
when you didn't even fight us. We agreed yesterday that we would fight for a vacant.
Right. That's what. Right. That's what it was. A bacon, and
Yeah,
then you trying to get him to be a champion. Then you
correct.
right.
Yeah. So, I mean, if we hadn't been there, God knows what have happened. I mean, you would these days are long. And I can't say that they would remember without looking at their notes what was decided as far as the WBC, what was decided the day before. So it's good that we were there to remind them that, Mauricio, yesterday we talked about this and we agreed to fight for a vacant. All of a sudden they're requesting to be elevated to champion.
Right.
Like, like, come on, what's this? And so it got kind of heated between Richard and Don from Top Rank. But at the end of the day, it's still upheld. Mauricio said we agreed on this yesterday. It's for the vacant. So
Right. Well, good for Mauricio. He stuck to his guns and everything, and good thing Richard Schaefer was there also. Cause I got a lot of respect for Richard Schaefer. Because he, in my opinion, ran Golden Boy, not Oscar. I think he did a great job at Golden Boy, and I think he was pretty much hands on more than Oscar was at Golden Boy. That's how I look at it. Then of course he left and got Pro Bellum, and he's doing a fine job there. So, but yeah. So now let me ask you this, Rachel. Javante Tank Davis and
mhm,
Ryan Garcia. Now this fight
mhm.
is taking place. This fight is taking place. They say in May. Okay, of
Now
course.
it's May. I thought it was April. Oh my God.
Okay, it might be April. Okay, first I heard May, then I heard April, so it might be in April. But
Okay.
okay, but now Javante Davis fighting on January 7th. Hector Garcia. Okay, 2 Garcias in a row. He's gonna be fighting. Now,
Hmm.
of course, now how they're gonna do this is they're gonna have it where you can buy it on the zone, where you can purchase it on Showtime.
Hmm.
Kind of like it's promotional split, I guess you can say. Would it be the same price? I assume it will be. I don't think somebody would do it, cheaper on the zone and more on Showtime. So now, what they're gonna do a split promotional? Is that what it's called?
Co-promote.
Okay, co-promote. Okay,
Hmm.
all right. So, but they will be fighting on the Showtime platform, right? If I'm not mistaken, is that how it works? Because they still
What?
televising, both still televising. But how
Mhm.
is Javante Davis fighting on the PBC? I guess you could say arena. I don't know. I'm confused.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know about what they've announced. I'd have to look and see,
Okay.
because there's so many different ways that this could be done. One could be they're both doing it at the same time. You look at Mayweather Pacquiao, right? HBO versus Showtime. Um,
Right.
on U.S. soil, and but it could also be done where, and I don't believe DAZN's going to do this, but it could be that Showtime has U.S. and DAZN has international rights. I don't know. I'd have to see, like, are they actually promoting both of them on U.S. soil? Um, and if that's the case, I would completely assume what you're saying is that they can't compete price wise to undercut the other.
Right.
Um, so I don't, yeah, I'd have to see, like, when they actually start, like, signing everything down and how it's going to be promoted, then I'd be able to understand it a little bit more.
Mhm,
But I mean, there's different ways it can happen.
mhm.
Um, so yeah, I mean, I just, that fight, like, I'm like, oh, okay, this is going to be interesting because, Tank has a tune-up fight, and in Hector, and of course you don't want him to get hurt. That's one, because he did get, like, his hand got hurt with Isaac Cruz. If his hand gets hurt, then what? We postpone the fight. Number two, he also has a court date in February. What happens if
Right.
something happens with that? So there's a little bit too many unknowns. That's why I was surprised when they started announcing it, and it's for April, or May apparently. um I was like, wow, there's a lot of stuff that can happen for Tank in between these this fight actually taking place.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I was saying too, because Tank, great fighter. I noticed that PBC has been involved and not Floyd Mayweather directly. I don't know if he's resigned or not. We still up in the air about that. We don't know. But I think PBC is much handling everything. Now, Ryan Garcia, of course, Oscar is happy. Now, of course, Ryan, now he went on the first take. Now they started doing
Oh,
interviews about it, you know. And now this only thing worries me. Um, Ryan Garcia never follows through on these fights. Um, Either he drop out for his mental issues or something, And so, should we get excited about this fight? I know it's not. I know it's not a Spence or a Crawford, but it's a good fight. And we talking about at a catch weight at one
I
thirty
think it's a
six. Mhm,
yeah, no, I think I think it's a great fight. I think it
mhm.
as far as being excited, I mean, like, these days you don't even know. Tiafimo's, like, last opponent got replaced as well, right?
Right.
So, you know, we, I mean, shoot, like, to bring it back to the very basic, all we can do is hope and pray at this point. That the fights that we're getting excited for, especially when it's in the second quarter of next year and not
Mhm,
the first quarter, that it actually comes to fruition,
mhm,
and we get to see it. Because, yeah, Ryan does have stuff on his plate as well, and Tank does. So there
right,
are little obstacles that we have yet to see if they're going to
mhm,
overcome. And we also don't know if Ryan's going to take up a tune up as well while waiting for Tank. Like, any tune ups that are in between major fights
right.
could be, it could be really bad.
Yes. Yes.
So I'm surprised. I mean, I get why he's doing it,
Mhm.
but it could cost the fight.
Yeah. Yeah, it can. Even especially they have announced a venue where it's going to be at. Anything like that. They just announced the fight and they came to terms, and they just got a couple paperwork to work out, and it's a done deal. So basically, I was saying it's a dumb deal now. But so so Rachel, what's next for Nonito?
Oh,
Um,
I'm not done with him yet.
you're not done with him
um,
yet.
no, I'm giving him all the options, and if I get what I want come December, like, I'm gonna be really happy for what 23 will bring. Of course, like, this next coming weekends are going to be very telling in what we already put in place when we were in Acapulco.
Mhm.
You have December 3rd, Estrada Chocolatito will be there.
Oh yes,
And
yes,
then
my favorite
the
fighter.
December yeah, so, and then December 13th is Inouye's fight versus Butler. And we'll see if he's going to vacate right after, or if he's going to vacate December 31st. Like, we don't know when he's going to vacate, right? I would assume he's going to vacate when he has a lineup for a fight in 22. I know he wanted to fight Fulton, but Fulton's fighting Figueroa for an interim at 26. Um,
Right.
so, but he didn't vacate his 22.
Mm,
So I don't know if he's just touching and coming back, or how he's going to juggle that with the sanctioning bodies. But, 22 starting to be interesting. Reyes is fighting on a semi eliminator. Like, the top
mm,
four are fighting off. So placing, if Inoue wants to step into that, it'll be very interesting where they're going to put him.
yeah. Wow. Well, one thing about I can say, I'm looking forward for 2023. PBC, they announced a lot of fights. They took a lot of fights away from the zone that they had planned. But I mean, they are good fights, and it seems like everybody's going to be fighting next year. Not everybody, but fighters that have been waiting to fight, and I'm talking about good fights, like Boots and Ryan and Javante Davis, and hopefully Earl Spence, Keith Thurman, that we're going to take place. So I mean, so we got a lot of fights, and I'm kind of excited about what's going to happen. You know, and so that's basically all I got, Rich. That's the one, and you cleared it up for me, and I'm glad you did, because I thought this was like recently, it happened, but I get what you're saying. That was back before the fight should have been happened to actually today, the 19th. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
That conversation was like
mm,
literally the week after Bud announced the Avernation fight. So I
yeah.
think what happened is the Boxing Voice, they split the interview and then they reposted it, and that's probably where Boxing Ego got it, because they just did that
Oh,
this,
okay.
I think, this past week. So it made it sound like it was new, but it was really just a split from an old interview.
Oh, okay, okay. Now, before I let you go, do you know anything about David Avanesian? Are you familiar with this young man?
I mean, not I haven't really followed his career. It's not like when he fought, like, I was like, "Ooh, let's go watch him fight," you know?
Right, right.
Um,
Mm,
so yeah. I mean, I'm not really excited about that fight at all. And I
nah,
think, I don't, and this, what sucks is I feel bad for David, because, like, he's taking up a fight, he's getting his money, he got a fight opportunity that was more than the one he was going to fight in November. So I
mm,
understand that move, but a lot of people, like, they keep, David Amnesia, Avocado, like,
yeah,
he's getting called all these type of names, and I feel bad for this guy, because I'm like, dude, like, all he wants to do is fight, and we're literally ridiculing him, and it's not his fault. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like, he's just coming up for a fight, and it's a
right.
good opportunity for him. Why wouldn't he take this fight? I think
Right.
it's because we expected Bud to fight Spence, that this letdown is being deflected onto him.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
really should not get the heat for this. I feel bad for him.
yeah, yeah. He accepted the fight right away. Matter of fact, he dropped his belt that he had. The uh,
Yes, the
yeah,
European belt.
European belt, right? Yeah. So, and I mean, I guess you can't blame him. I don't know how much he got paid, upfront money, whatever, but I hear it's bigger than he ever got. So I guess
Yeah, and that's why I can't blame him, but I just feel
right.
like we shouldn't give him the heat for being an opponent, and getting that, the opportunity to fight, a title holder, whereas, he had a European title, but having a shot at a world championship is so much more lucrative, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. And that's
So
what he did. Yeah. So okay, Rachel. Thank you, and I appreciate you stepping up. Okay, and that's the only thing I wanted to get cleared up for you. All right, and you
yeah,
tell
no worries.
okay, and tell Nonito I said hello. All right, and hopefully everything work out fine for you all. And so just let me know what's going on. All right.
Yeah, we'll probably talk it hopefully middle of December. if all my plans
Okay.
work out. So yeah, I'll keep you updated. Just
Okay.
watch. Well, watch and see what options Nonito gets by the end of 2022.
Okay. All right. I sure will. All right. Thanks a lot. All right.
Uh-huh.
And I
Talk to you
appreciate
guys
you. And you
later.
have okay. You have a great Saturday. Okay.
Thank you. You too. Bye.
All right. All right. All right. That's cleared up now, and I appreciate it. All right. Let me drop the link in case somebody want to come up and talk for a minute. I appreciate you. Hold on. Let me get that. Let me go to my other. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Let me put this in the chat. Okay. Uh, okay. Uh, okay. Rachel cleared that up real good. So now I see what happened. Okay. Oh shoot. I gotta go back. God dog it. Sorry. Hold on. I gotta go back and get it. Here we go. Okay. Well you at? There you go. Okay. Oh, come on. Line it up right. Okay, here we go. There you go. All right. If anybody want to come in and give a shout out. What's up, Randy Smith? Yes, sir. I saw you on um World Combat. Okay. And I wanted to jump in and help you, man. And I didn't let you do it, but I'm starting to do it, but that's okay. You handle yourself real well. Okay, Randy? Just want you to know that. Okay. But you have to understand he's a Bud Crawford fan, and you know, it's gonna be hard to convince him. Okay. So, it's just, of course, that's how it went. So but that's okay. All right. So, but anyway, I appreciate everybody came in today. Make sure everybody hit the like button. Now, okay, let's get on back to this. Okay. Now, Ryan Garcia and Javante Davis, that's where I left off at. Now, when has Ryan, as I was saying, became this great ring IQ specialist? When have he has been this guy that was so great in the amateurs, and now he has grown up into a man that has a great ring IQ, that got a devastating left hand, that will knock you out? When this happened? When this happened? Did I miss something? Did I miss something? Because the last time I checked, you know, Ryan wasn't that good. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe Joe Guzman taught him a few things. That is possible. He is tall. He does have a reach. But Javante Davis are used to fighting tall fighters, unlike Mario Barrio. But if I had to take my choice, I would say it would be you know what? Let me pin this. Okay, hold on. Why did I too late now? But there you go. Anyway, but yeah, but then of course, yes sir. Let me see your face, my man. All right, let me see your face, Team Bud. No, not you, not you. A17. I see you. The guy named Team Bud. Okay, you're on mute too. Okay, come on up, A17. Okay, another Team Bud coming in playing games. All right, he won't show his face. Okay, all right,
Boy,
go ahead.
boy, them motherfuckers sure got a problem with showing up when it's time, don't they?
Yeah, yeah. I know. And now he hung. Now he gone. All right. All
Of
right. See, every
course.
time I mention Bud Crawford name, man, why everybody come over here for Bud?
I tried to tell you earlier, OG. I said in the chat, y'all
man,
better stop. Y'all better stop, man. Leave
man,
that boy alone, man.
man,
Yeah,
leave him, but I ain't leaving him alone because
man,
see,
say,
people sit
man.
there and say that we miserable, that we broke, and people gonna buy his pay per view, but now he got that guarantee. He don't give a shit about you or me and his own fans.
And he been telling them
Man,
that. He been saying that. But
man, fuck
motherfuckers
him.
ain't been paying attention. But we'll
Man,
get yawn and symbols in the chat and shit because they don't want to talk about it. It's you know what I mean? We just picking on Bud and we just got to be patient.
but
We
look,
just
he
got to
opened
spin
his
the
mouth.
block.
See, he opened his goddamn mouth, and that shows you your IQ right there. And now, it's nothing wrong with not knowing the business out of boxing. Like I tell everybody, some people are meant to have brains, some people are meant to be bronze. And goddamn it, he is bronze. He don't have the brains. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but that's why you hire a team. Like I said, you ever heard of Bill Gates? Yeah, I mean, have you ever heard Microsoft and all that, right?
But OG, when you hire a team, right? What do
Uh,
you hire a team for? Do you hire your team to delegate the responsibilities and to move your career forward in the best way possible for you to be successful? Meaning taking on challenges,
right,
meaning betting on yourself at different times, things of that nature. Or
correct,
do you buy a team that is co-signers, back patters, you know what I'm saying, bottle
right,
holders, motherfuckers that's telling you great,
right,
motherfuckers that's taking the easy way out, so they
right,
cool with you taking the easy way out. They
right,
stealing from you, so they cool with you stealing from another motherfucker, and they gonna encourage you to
talk,
steal from another motherfucker. And
right,
then you gonna bump into enough people who got interest with you not doing certain shit, and they gonna egg you on to keep taking the easy way out too. And I'm
right,
gonna tell you something, man. You can't keep telling people that they ain't motherfucking worthy and still expect them to follow you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
You can't keep shitting on people, and you already getting the low end of the stick. So what you do, you make sure you cut yours off the top. So you
right,
saying fuck who you do business with. That's why
right,
Bob got rid of your motherfucking ass.
yeah.
Real talk.
See, sometimes you got to know when to be fucking quiet, and then
Facts.
and it's not kissing ass, nothing. It's business.
But see,
You
he
got to
done
know when to.
stole. But OG, what is it like after a kid that's done been bad so many times and ain't got his ass whooped? What happened? They
Right.
just they mouth get louder and louder. If a motherfucker steal and they never got caught, then what
Mm-hmm.
they do? They just steal bigger and better
Bigger,
shit,
yeah, big and better shit.
right? And they get braggadocious about it, right?
Right.
Look,
Yep.
look at your former president. Oh
Mhm.
man, hey man, I could kill a motherfucker right here in the street and nobody would do nothing, right? As
Right.
long as don't nobody hold you accountable for what you say, you're gonna say worse and worse shit. So that's
Right.
all it is. Ain't nobody never been around to hold Bud accountable. He ain't
Mhm.
never had no OG or no peer snap his ass back. He ain't had no real motherfucker under the
No.
tree.
No, you got this crazy ass Bernie in the box or whatever his name is. Then you got Bomac, and he been missing. I don't know where the fuck he at, and he ain't no role model. I mean, he just whatever you Bud say, yeah, 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 right, and that's it. He ain't gonna listen to his sister because she riding with him on the same situation. And that's all I know of. The other family members, they, how they go. You know,
Well, I mean, you gotta look at it like this too, OG. It's kind of like I say, use me for an example in my family, right? My
Mhm.
family wanted me to be the first one to go to college, right? They
Uh-huh.
all looked at it like I was gonna be the first one to go to college, but I didn't have anyone around me who was successful in that manner. Number one,
Uh-huh.
and number two, when it came to doing the leg work,
Mhm.
nobody was willing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they learned through that one. Now,
Right.
my nephew, my little cousin or whatnot, he came right in behind me. We got him to college. He went to private school, all of that, right? By
Right.
trial and error, right?
Right.
But somebody got to be willing to say, hey, here's where the mistakes were made and let's do different. Somebody
Right.
got to be willing to understand when you're in the midst of it, hey, this is what needs to be done, or we don't have the knowledge. We need to go outside ourselves. And I say
Right.
that to say this. Bud don't have any humility to where he can say, I don't have the ability to. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? He
Right.
don't have no humility and it ain't been built in him because
Mhm.
everybody been patting him on the back along the way of his success. But it's
Exactly.
been measured and calculated success. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Let's
Right.
everybody talking about David I've been sneezing or whatever. And like he gonna hit I hope he hit Bud with a chili brick and this, that, and the third. Y'all
Right.
understand something? That boy ain't put himself in no position to lose.
Right. 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 Exactly. No, he's not gonna do that.
And what did Rachel just say? He took his biggest payday.
Right. Yep.
He
And Rick,
came for a check, y'all. He
right.
came for the motherfucking check. And listen,
Exactly.
all money ain't good money. I don't give a damn if it is the biggest check I can motherfucking make.
Yep.
Y'all hear me out.
Mhm.
If I know that this motherfucker, just like I told y'all before, if somebody being watched by the feds, why in the hell would you pull up at the crib and go try to scope from him? If
Right.
I know that this dude been attached to the biggest fight in boxing and he already got a bad reputation for not doing business when it come to big fights, and he come to me and want to make me his alternative fight and skip out on that fight, I know I'm gonna catch heat and shit just from being his motherfucking opponent. Man, when you lay down with dogs, you get up with fleas. Look at
Yeah.
Blue.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
And I came on to really talk about Ryan. I ain't even want, but I told you, OG, leave it alone, man. Well, we just picking on Bud. You
Man,
know what I'm
fuck him.
saying?
After what he did yesterday, man, if some people was going to buy that pay-per-view, and I was going to call that fight, for Blue, just show support, whatever,
Mhm.
but he just put a bad taste in my mouth, man. I'm serious,
I've been saying it for the longest, bro. You can't keep talking shit to me and then tell me to spend some money on you.
right. That's crazy,
We
and
don't do that. We don't do that. We don't do that out here in our average
mhm,
life, but we gonna do it for Bud Crawford. Come on,
right.
bro.
You know what I'm saying? And you should be giving away to some damn pay per views. Ain't
Facts.
nobody else gonna buy it. Shit.
Facts. You putting this shit on Groupon.
Right.
So you need to be doing anything you can to recoup a motherfucking return. But that's the thing, OG. He don't give a fuck about them recouping a return. That's why his
Right.
guarantee is so fucking important. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? He don't give a
Right.
fuck about, and he fucked around and said it when he was talking about Earl.
Yep.
Why we worried about them? Let's get our money off the top.
Right.
Cause motherfucker, that's continued business.
Right.
See, Earl understands a consistent 2% beats a 20% whop because you may not
Right.
get that motherfucker again.
Yep. See, Earl ain't stupid. He know what Al Heyman has put in his pocket and what he
Well, I
has
mean,
done
if
for him.
his
Shit.
he will be going against his daddy if he did. Remember, his daddy was the one who told him to go with Al.
Yeah.
Because he was looking at the top rank bag, the upfront bag. But his
Right.
daddy told him, what about the long term? Al is the one you need to run with. So,
Right.
with
Right.
what his dad told him, everything's come to fruition. So
Yeah.
bro, even just the premise to think that he was going to walk in there or call Earl Spence and get him to walk away from Al Heyman, that
Yeah.
whole story,
Yep.
y'all understand something. Even with that whole fucking story, I don't give a fuck about the details, right? Just like them passages used to do in school that had the multiple choice afterwards, and
Right.
you had details that mattered, and then you had a bunch of details that didn't, right? And
Right.
then they'd ask you the questions at the end. All that
Right.
extra shit, the 25 million, the hedge fund, all them is fluff motherfucking details. The
Right.
bottom line is this. If he was expecting for Earl Spence to walk away from Al Heyman
Uh,
to fight him, like I said, he never wanted to motherfucking fight in the first place, and he
right.
needed the visuals, right? He needed to be able to say he sat down to say he tried. This
Right.
old, I tried ass nigga. I
Right.
tried to fight Manny. I
Mhm.
tried to fight Thurman. I tried all them challenges. They
Right.
didn't want it.
Right.
This is old, I try ass nigga. And if it's any ladies in the chat, they know what I'm talking about. But
Now,
anyway, OG.
now he did come out today and say, "Well, I'll fight Boots and Ortiz right now." Now
Okay.
that came out today.
After
So
he got a fight sign.
right.
But it never came up. It never came up when Jerron and Bozy was saying, shit, we'll take the smoke.
Yeah.
When he was calling them out, telling them that he wasn't shit.
Mhm.
What he wouldn't know what they say he is.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Dre the finest. And that so chat. He said, "Lion ass Ryan don't deserve a fight with Tank."
That's where I was going. That's what I came on for. I was just gonna say, OG, to
Okay.
me, it's a lot of time in between that fight
Mm-hmm.
And now it's a lot of time for Ryan to find a way out that motherfucker, ain't it?
Yep, that's what I said. I'm not gonna see it. I'm not gonna say nothing till I see it. I ain't gonna believe it till I see it, man. I'm not.
Shit, me either. I'm talking about I got to see him in the ring, like with a mouthpiece, them touching gloves and shit, for I actually believe they really fighting.
Yep, 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 exactly. What's up, Ricky Williams? Yes, sir. What's
And
up?
who the hell they gonna fight? OG, in between to get him prepared for Tank that won't hurt him. Because he got to fight some kind of you
Yeah,
hear me out? Listen, he got to fight somebody with some kind of boxing game in order to be ready for Tank.
that's
Okay,
right.
you don't want
And
him
a
just going in
southpaw.
there. Right.
Yeah,
And it gotta be a southpaw. So
yep.
who the hell they gonna go get that won't hurt Ryan, that'll keep him in shape for an April fight or a May fight with Tank?
Wow. Yeah. Lubin too heavy, and they hurt him. 154 hurt him.
I
He
mean,
did one. Yeah.
it's got to be, I mean, you got to think. It's got to be somewhere in the realm of 135 to 140 pounds, right?
Right. So.
So who the hell he gonna get?
Wow.
Is he
That's what
just
I'm
gonna
saying.
sit dry and wait and Tank gonna get a fight before? Already being a superior boxer, he gonna get a fight before and then going to beating your ass.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Say, man, look, Oscar and them understand that this L won't make them. It will make them. It won't ruin them. You hear what I'm saying?
Right.
The L made Canelo. The L made Canelo.
Right.
This L will fuck around and make Ryan Garcia because it's the Tank Davis.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Taking an L to Devin Haney will be one thing, but the eyes that be on Tank and the numbers that they done, him taking that L will catapult him in Oscar mind, just like it did Canelo. That's what they seeing. I'm thinking that's the only way that they signing this shit, because truth be told, they don't believe that boy can beat Tank.
No, they don't. They just doing it for the money. That's all. Because they know Ryan, like I say, when he got all this speed and ring IQ and a big strong left. I mean, when all this came about, when they signed that fight, that's all. So they just trying to pump up the fight. That's all. It's just a matter of time before Tank land that left hand if they fight. That's all. What's up, Randy? What's happening?
Man, ain't that going on, man? I'm about much of your opinion, OG, on this Ryan deal, man. I don't think Ryan gonna fight, man. I mean, it's just another ploy he always do, man. To call some attention to himself. You know what I mean? I know we hate to keep talking about blue black, but he just keep his name in your mouth, man. I look at his career and I think about him as one of those people that he's a good fighter. I will even say he's a great fighter, but I don't think he's an excellent fighter, because when he faced with the competition that's elite, he seemed to try to skip out. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't even negotiate at all with Keith Thurman. But now that he see Keith Thurman a little weak, he probably would take him now. But he didn't even negotiate with it. If the truth be told, he was really scared to fight Porter, because Porter called him out, but he didn't take that fight right away.
He did it for a year
and took it and performed pretty good in it. I think, and I look at his whole career, man. To me, his whole career been a fraud, because he ain't really had no significant wins. You know what I mean? He has some good wins, and like I always say, we've been around boxing long enough to know that if you get in the ring with a guy and blow him out, he didn't have no business in there with you no way, because you can't just blow a champion out. It just ain't gonna work. I mean, you could look at that with Canelo and Beaver. Even though Canelo was outmatched, Beaver just didn't get in there and just take him out. You feel what I'm saying? Because he's champion quality. Canelo is champion quality, even though he can't beat the elite, I don't think. Right. But he's still champion quality. He went. Beaver couldn't do him like Crawford do some of his opponents, just get in there and just dog walk him. So those guys, I think, should have never been in the ring with Crawford for us to say, to compare him to Earl. This guy Avernesian, I don't expect him to survive. I mean, he just there. You know what I mean? But his fans gonna say, his fanboys gonna say, he still got it. He the best. You see how he just walked through Aberdeen. That's not Errol Spence. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just think his whole career pretty much been suspect to me. And then this little stunt he just pulled. I think that's another one of those things he's been doing his whole career. He say things that kind of throw you off his trail. Like, I mean, now when the pay-per-views don't sell, he gonna say y'all was hating on, or we was hating on him.
Right.
That's why the pay-per-views didn't sell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
he's sending up. Yeah.
He building an excuse, man. I mean, this guy. I'd be glad when he then retired or something, but he don't want to retire because he getting easy fights. So why would you retire when you're making easy money?
Exactly. You're not taking.
You know what I mean? Right. He had no debt.
He doing the bootleg Floyd program. You know what I'm saying? He on the purple print. He on the purple print. You feel what I'm saying? He on the bootleg Floyd system. You know, Floyd fought fights. You know, it was easy money. He doing what Floyd doing now. You know how Floyd on his exhibition tour, he doing that, but he doing that in boxing. You feel what I'm saying? And listen, I said it in the chat, Frank, and you tipping on it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, bro, it's one thing that Floyd did not do. Right, and was become undisputed at 147 pounds. And this boy do not like to be undone. He was trying to outdo his own goddamn fighter because he felt like his fighter was getting too big, to the point to where his fighter said, "Man, fuck you. I recognize the hate." Right. All right. So, and I mean, that's just keeping it all the way funky. No tiptoeing around it. Leonard Smellerby. I mean, I know you're gonna be mad, but fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Take it up with a nigga when you see me. Anyway, I'm telling y'all, as sure as I'm black and been on this goddamn earth, right? That motherfucker, when they bumped into each other at the Hall of Fame, right? Bud did a lot of stroking, and Floyd did too. And I guarantee you, Floyd told that nigga to lock his heels in the ground. Cause listen, that nigga wasn't in no meeting rooms with Earl and them, or with Earl and them people when it comes to these negotiations. He get shit secondhand. You know what I'm saying? You know how you fish around your partner for information. You know, when your partner got something going on and you fish around. My nigga, so what happened, niggas? You know what I'm saying? The shit you did. That's how he did with Al. And Al gave him tidbits. Telling him, I don't know if the shit gonna happen or it ain't happening yet or some shit like that. Right? Then all of a sudden, it ain't gonna happen unless you hear it from me. I'm PB, I'm all that, I'm out. Because he know Al not gonna come out. Al ain't even that type of motherfucker to come out and say anything outside of that. And no, Earl ain't gonna do too much talking either. What did Earl say? The motherfucker his name ain't on my checks. He ain't in that room. Ain't nobody paying no attention to him. Right? No. Right? Okay. But he know who gonna pay attention to him. The fans, the casuals. Right. Even the hardcores. Even the channels, they gonna pay attention to whatever the fuck he say. But I guarantee you at that Hall of Fame motherfucking meeting, Bud, you know what I'm saying? You great, you this. Right. He helped blow his head up, but in a way but Floyd is a great manipulator. And I'm telling you, Floyd helped blow he helped blow his head up in the ways in which, you know what I'm saying, dude would walk into that meeting room being too big for his britches. I'm telling you, Floyd never want to see EJ become undisputed, bro. He didn't like the fact that he got the shine off of black in his goddamn eye. And that sparring session, he got whooped up. Man, it's some synonymous with all these motherfuckers. I'm telling you, all these cats. You know what I'm saying? Even your Tarvers and your Roy Jones. Roy Jones had one motherfucker ruin his legacy, didn't he? Yeah. He tried to avoid it, but one motherfucker ruined his legacy, didn't he? Yes, sir. Now Roy had better champions. He had better fighters on his shit, right? Yeah. But one motherfucker ruined Roy's legacy, and he wasn't the same after, right? No, he wasn't. Shit. So he done seen this shit before. And Antonio Tarver built off one motherfucker legacy. Ain't he? Yeah. So they ain't seen this shit before. Man, I talk too goddamn much. Let me be quiet. So
I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get out of here, KQ. I watched the interview. I don't know if you've seen it, Terrence Crawford with Katie. I think that's Katie.
Yeah.
You saw that interview?
Yeah, I saw it.
Did you see how he said his signature wins was the signature wins he said they were?
Yes.
And he turned right back around and she asked him what the Earl's signature wins. And some of the names he named as his signature win, he named him as Earl's signature win. Then he turned right back around in the same breath and said, well, how could Earl get signature wins from that when the guy was already he had already lost, he already been beat up? Nigga, don't you know you fought him after Earl?
Right.
So what was it? He could be your signature win, but he can't be Earl's signature win, but Earl fought him before you did. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Then he was talking that keep away thing with that. That's what I want to comment on. He was talking about that keep away thing. He is too competitive not to want those belts, not to want to be able to say I was undisputed in 2 weight classes.
Right.
I'm not saying he's scared, but I'm saying he acting like he's scared.
Shit, that motherfucker scared.
Ain't no way you could tell me, man, that if he had an opportunity to get those belts from somebody else, he would have took it.
That's right.
If David Albertine had them hoes, he'd be signing.
That's all the problem is. He don't want to lose, because if he lose, he probably feel less than a man, or he won't feel like he may feel like his accomplishments going down the drain or something. But I think that's the whole thing. He don't want to lose. He want to still be able to say he was undefeated and all these accolades, but with a loss on his record, I mean, I think that'll mess him up mentally.
But
I think this the guy to do it.
Let me get ABN in here. What's going on, ABN? That super chat, baby. He says, salute OG. I'm broke as a joke now. Everyone's loving the weather. God has been just the greatest undefeated. Bless up. Well, bless to you, my brother. I appreciate you. All right. Yes, sir. And we also got my sister, my Grace, Sheena. Sheena's in that super chat. She says, salute OG. This is because I'm broke, jealous, and miserable. Salute 817. Cook. Salute, chat. All right, Sheila. Yes, sir. All right, Sheila. You broke.
Yeah, that nigga scared, fam. And listen, it ain't just about the L, fam. It's about who the L will come from. You dig what I'm saying? He done tied his entire wagon to this motherfucker. And Earl beat the shit out of him. What? It's gonna validate what we all been saying. Boy, you wasn't that man before. You knew you ain't had no business fucking with that boy. He know he ain't got no business fucking with him, bro. When he moved up from 140 to 147, he could have caught that fade.
Yeah.
That nigga tiptoe. Listen, this the type of nigga that, what you say, OG? Sneaking in the back door. He gonna sneak in the back door, swipe the money off the table, and slide out. He been trying to do that. He told y'all who he was, right? He told y'all, we the one who wanted him to go do some shit, right? He wanted to cut his money off the top and sneak out the back door.
See, like I say, he's okay with a guarantee. When you get triple more than that on the back end, you know, on everything, the gate, the alcohol, the merchandise, you get a percentage of that. And he just, you know, he don't realize he never did business like that before. So,
but OG, you got to stay in there to get that back end. You feel what I'm saying? It's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like, hey man, you know, the water gonna get hot. You know, when you turn the water on and it run cold, and you stick your hand under there, and you tell her, hey man, the water gonna start to get hot now. You feel what I'm saying? Bud gonna snatch his hand out. You feel me? Before he even get warm, he snatches his hand out. I'm cool with the cold shit, and I'm good. I'll run. You dig? If my hand's still a little dirty, fuck it. Mama say, boy, you need some hot water to get that shit off of you. That boy walk around with that shit on him. He cool with just a little bit, bro. Just off the top.
I think the problem we having with this back end money with Bud, I think we all are missing the point a little bit, because Bud know he don't sell.
Yeah, he knows
back end is for people that can sell.
Right.
That's almost like me personally. I can't be no car salesman or no salesman, because once you done told me how you feel about the situation, I can't put the pressure on you to buy it. You know what I mean? Like, you tell me you can't afford it, okay, then fine. I can't put the pressure on you to buy it, because I can't sell. You feel what I'm saying?
Sell cars, so it's funny you said that.
But he can't sell.
Right. But that's why they guarantee.
That's why he don't bet on himself. Because if he could sell, he would see the value in the back end money. Like Earl see the value. Earl know he gonna do at least 300. He already know that on pay-per-view. You know he's gonna do at least 300. You got to give him that because he did over 300 in all three of them fights. Mikey, Danny, and Porter.
Yeah, Porter.
See, a lot of people don't understand
303 fights. So he said he ain't gonna get no money.
See, that's good in today's, right? Ain't nobody gonna never be Floyd and Manny. That ain't gonna never happen ever again. But in today's society, 350 pay-per-view buys and 400, that's good. You know.
Now you making he making a great point there because he ain't never sold no big pay-per-view, so why in the fuck would he wait around for a back end? But here's the thing though, here's the premise of all of that. This is what people was trying to get you to leave Top Rank for a long motherfucking time ago. Them other cats weren't seeing the back end either, but what they wasn't dumb enough to stay. You feel me? Mike and them got to seeing other niggas making back end money or whatever, and then turn around and said, Bob, something ain't right about the business that you're doing with us, just cutting these little bitty checks off the top. And why is these fighters over here on the other side making buku's money and they still getting a little bit off the top? You know what I'm saying? Because PBC was doing the guarantee and then they were seeing back end and they felt like they was lesser fighters than them. So everybody was seeing the move, and then that's why they wanted to sue PBC. They felt like they was monopolizing the game, but all they was doing was cutting them in on the back end.
Exactly.
Something that Bob wasn't doing. Bob wasn't, when he was drawing up contracts and shit, he wasn't trying to show them the back end, and they asses wasn't smart enough to even ask about it because of the money that was coming in front of their face. So, you know what I'm saying? The whole premise of motherfuckers asking Bud to leave Bob long ago. I was one of them saying, hey, bro, he's not promoting you right. You're not getting put out in the streets right in order to create a buzz to where you would need to see the back end. You know what I'm saying? You playing you short and promoting the white boy off your back.
Yep.
Well, you got to understand something else too with that situation. Bob, the only person he said he pretty much lost money on was Crawford. So a lot of this, we're not looking at the fact that Bob gave him guaranteed money, but he still couldn't generate enough money to cover that. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm gonna give you $3 million, but then when it tally up, I only made $2 million. You feel what I'm saying? Now, so I lost $1 million on you. So I think that's where Bob was coming from when he said he lost so much money on Crawford, because he was still betting on Crawford. He was like, okay, I'm gonna go back to the well with you one more time. You feel what I'm saying? But only because I like you, because I can go to your hometown, sit on the porch, smoke weed with your sister, and your mama cook neck bones and all that. You feel what I'm saying? I like you. So, but I'm losing money because every time I put up upfront money, I don't get my money on the back end. I ain't scared of the back end, but because I know I'm gonna get my money on the back end. That's the same thing with Al. When Al give Spence them money to get the venues and all that, he probably put up the money up front because he know he gonna get it back on the back end. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like an investment. I'm gonna get my return on my investment, so I'm not scared to put money up for y'all. But then Al said he losing money with Crawford.
Okay, now peep this. How much money did they sign Tyson Fury to? $100 million deal, right?
Right.
$100 million. Let me ask you something. Besides Deontay Wilder, do you think any of them fights he had outside them made money?
No.
All right. So what's the one difference in between Tyson Fury and Bud Crawford? Tyson Fury was willing to motherfucking fight. You hear me? Right. He was willing to fight. At the end of the day,
he knew how to sell. He knew how to sell.
He knew how to sell. There's two big ones. He know how to sell, number one, but number two, he was willing to fight. He was willing to sign. I mean, we gotta give it to him. We know the third time he tried to duck him or whatever, but shit, he was still willing the first two. He was willing. He was willing to sign. So if I'm Bob, sure, I can lose money on an Otto Swords or some shit like that to bill you, because I'm going to see all of it come back when I get this fight. So to say that Bob didn't want to make the fight with Earl Spence and PBC now, I don't know. Because again, you just highlighted the point. I'm steady going in the well with you and steady losing, right? So I got to be smart enough to forecast the win. I've been in this business too long not to. Where's my windfall gonna come from with your motherfucking ass that's been costing me? It's gonna come with what? Manny Pacquiao, right? So I tried to put that Manny Pacquiao fight together finally, right? When I was making money or whatever, when it wasn't a big deal, I was protecting Manny. But now we're at the end of the rope. Manny done left. Let me try to get what I can out of your motherfucking ass before you leave. You didn't sign, right? Manny signed this portion. We heard the truth. Manny signed this portion. He did not sign. Now, Bob threw his hands up. I'm fucking tired of him. I let Ty DeBow deal with him. I can't, you know what I'm saying? Because Ugas was this when he went on his Ugas was available, Danny was available, Thurman was available, Rant. That's when he went on it. So I'm just saying, this motherfucker ain't never wanted to fight, y'all. Never.
No.
He never wanted to fight Earl. He never wanted to fight Earl because you can go back and look. Remember when Earl came out the accident? Bob said he offered Crawford to fight then, but Crawford said he wanted to wait because he don't know what he was gonna look like after the fight, after the wreck. You feel what I'm saying? So you never did want to fight. You never did want it. But his fans think Donald Trump, everything Donald Trump says is true. I mean, they don't care what it is. They think everything he says is true. He never wanted to fight. And that's just the bottom line. He never wanted to fight. But like you said, when he was gonna put him in there with Pac-Man, he could bet on that because he knew Pac-Man can draw some money. So he can at least break even or something. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
By paying Crawford and Pac-Man. I mean,
you see him in the chat. Look in the chat. Bob couldn't get the money. Bob couldn't get the money. Why did Pacquiao sign this portion? If it was about the money not being provided, right? Bud could have signed this portion and turned around and sued for libel.
Yeah.
So look, bro, stop with the cap. Stop trying to find a way to protect him. Manny signed this portion. And they told you that. His team told you that. So again, bro, Bob was trying to make something off of his ass before he left. Period.
All good things come to an end. I'm gonna say this is definitely getting off here, but all good things come to an end. Look how the gravy train ran out with Canelo. They pumped all this money into Canelo. Thought they was gonna get it back. They realized they're not getting his money back. Right. So now he got to do something. You feel what I'm saying? We can't keep giving you these bums and paying you these high dollar for these bums. You got to fight now. You feel what I'm saying? You got to fight, or either we got to let you go because we done lost too much in you. And like I said, it's the same thing with Crawford and Bob. I've been giving you these fights and paying you, even though I've been paying you. I see you, D-Ray, even though I wasn't paying you, I was paying you more than you was worth, hoping I can get it back. But I can't get it back. At some point, you got to cut your loss. You feel what I'm saying? You're throwing money out the bag. I was finna leave. I'm gonna let D-Ray say the guy. I know he came to see me, KQ.
Oh, did he? Okay, yeah, yeah. I will get out of here too.
Yeah,
go ahead, D-Ray. What's happening? What's on your mind, man?
What's up, bro? Don't run now. Come on, man. Hey, salute to the chat,
man. Yeah,
I know, bro. And I appreciate you.
What's on your mind, D-Ray?
Man, I just had to call cap on some of this rap. What'd you say, KQ?
I say you ready for the hometown welcome? Everybody coming down there December 10th.
Man, hey, everybody ain't coming through till you come through, KQ.
Man, I ain't coming through there.
Hey, I'm trying to promote that Bo Mac and KQ, man. What's going on, bro? I thought you wanted that smoke.
What's Bo Mac at? Anyway, have you ever heard? Have you heard anything?
What's that?
Where's Bo Mac at? Anyway, I'm getting kind of concerned now. You know, because I haven't seen.
Yeah, you know, man.
You know why you ain't seen him? It's the wintertime. That big bird hibernating. That motherfucker sleep somewhere.
Yeah,
see, man, hey, y'all got jokes, man, but you know, real life situations is happening and so forth and so on like that, man. But you know, we just talking about the enjoyment of the boxing. You know what I mean? That these fighters putting their lives on the line, and you know, people making excuses for dudes not fighting them, bro. Bud got more you know, what they call online money than EJ, right? When y'all want to talk about all the money that he's supposed to be making, but how Bud making more, bro? 8 million and 7 million. But hold on. I'm not pocket watching, man. I'm just trying to say, and the brother bring him 25 M's. Anybody would be a damn fool to sit up there and just think of excuses and reasons why not to get that money. You know what I mean? Pay the taxes on it and you enjoy the rest. Go ahead, bro. Say something.
But
who brought him 25
million, that ain't nothing compared to what they would have made.
But KQ, this is the problem, KQ. This is the problem. We don't even know if the 25 million real.
Right. And who brought it, D-Ray?
You feel what I'm saying? They could be coming
hey, but we know that no guarantee is real, man. Come on, man.
Why ain't show the draft?
PVC stand for hold on.
We even heard this before, right?
Oh, D-Ray, you started some shit now.
All you got to do is show the drafts.
Hey, probably broke, man. Come on, man. Come on. Now they ain't even got the money in the budget. They ain't even got the money in the budget for it this year. All y'all get mad because they switched the date to 23.
D-Ray.
Now, hold on,
bro. You grasping for straws, D-Ray. You trying, but it's not working, fam. That goalpost heavy in the motherfucker, but your back strong. Hey, you running with that motherfucker.
Hey, man, some deny the truth. You know what I'm saying?
I know it, D-Ray. D-Ray, and you one of them. God damn.
Hey, check it out, man. But
D-Ray,
where the 50 million coming from? Where the 50 million coming from?
Where was it at?
You in the camp? Where the 50 million coming from?
Hey, man, listen, bro. Listen. Hold on. All right, I want to say this. I want to say this, right? It is when I first came into YouTube Boxing Heavy, everybody was talking about Deontay Wilder turned down money, right? You know what I'm saying? And even AJ asked him for 50 million. And when he gave it to him, what was he talking about? And when he said that, what was y'all saying? What was y'all saying, bro? But all I'm saying is that y'all switching. Y'all switching up. Go ahead.
I'm just saying. Look, D-Ray, I know when you move these goalposts, you know what I'm saying? They can be long. It can be long trips. So do we need to pack a sandwich and some clothes, or you know what I'm saying? Tell me. Don't just put me in the car and then take me all out of town.
Hey, then some, bro. You know that.
D-Ray.
Yes, sir.
If you don't tell me where this 50 million come from, you still gonna have to tell me after KQ go out, because I'm gonna call you. So where's the 50 million?
Hey, I ain't got it. That's all I know, bro. I ain't got it.
Crawford ain't got it neither.
I can't tell you who had it.
Y'all need to quit running with that 50 million narrative. Y'all really do.
Hey, look here, D-Ray. Just come on out the cornfield.
Are either one of them gonna get paid more than that from Al? Are either one of them gonna get paid more than that from them from Al? But now
D-Ray, why did he tell him?
Got money for Canelo.
Why did he tell that boy? Why would you cap yourself? Listen. Check this out.
They were going on a three.
Check it out. If a motherfucker want to see you lose, check out OG, right? Just say OG for instance, right? He been on this earth longer than us, right? So if OG pull me to the side, right? And I'm talking about, man, I'm finna go get this motherfucking money, man. Get this motherfucking money, man. You tripping? I'm gonna get this money. And OG say, youngster, how much money is it? And I say, man, it's $100, man. It's motherfucking $100. OG say, nigga, look, you think you just good enough for $100? Now, look, it's a couple of ways. It's two ways to interpret this shit. I can be stupid and not even pay attention to what OG's saying and being like, this nigga hating on me, man. He just trying to stop me from getting some money. Or I can ponder the fact that, am I only worth $100? This nigga might see more in me than this $100. I might be worth $1 million motherfucking dollars. Maybe this old nigga trying to tell me something. This old ass nigga been making money with who and how for how long, nigga? The biggest fights in boxing got his motherfucking name on it. And you gonna try to tell me whoop-de-doo, peep-de-pop over here got some money? Fool!
Hey, bro, listen. But hey, hold on. Stop the cat for 1 second, bro. Now listen, you making up Duck Rabbit season reasons that the fight ain't happening. Now, my thing to you is this. Hold on. Peep game for a minute, man. Peep game for a minute, bro. Now, y'all love to talk about who sell, right? Who got the the cult following, you know what I'm saying? The Wakanda brothers, you know what I'm saying, bro? Hey, listen. I'm talking about who will win the fight. Who is the better fighter? Who has produced, right? You want to talk about, well, we got Cowboy Stadium. Listen, bro, all I'm going to say is this. When Jerry tell EJ he can't take a knee for us, he not going to take a knee for us, bro.
Bro, that
So, hey, look,
moonshine. Y'all
that's the
look. I
side.
don't know what kind of moonshine in the
You get to
Midwest is
pick
out there
whatever
in them
side you want, bro.
cornfields.
Listen, you can support whatever fighter you want to, bro. I'm not trying to tell you not to. All I'm saying is reasons that I'm not following for the cap, right?
You
And
ever
the
threw
thing is,
macaroni up
for that
against the
25
wall?
million cap. You falling for that cap. Check this out.
hey, no, listen, but hold on, but here's the cap I want to say that you falling for, bro. Bud didn't have a fight since November, so you want him to go through the whole year 2022 with a 0. So then what
That
you
mark
saying?
ass
Wait,
nigga could have fought all that time before then, bro.
So
Stop
then
it,
what you saying could be true, right? It would be true. You would be able to say, oh, he didn't make no money the whole year. So now when he gonna make 10,
he claimed he got plenty
when he
money.
go fight, hold on, but now when he gonna
claim
make
he's so
10
paid,
fighting nobody, now you want to sit up here and be mad about it, bro. I don't understand. Look,
boy,
they
I
said
say, boy, your explanation
PBC
like a
pushed the
busted
fight.
bag of
Hold up.
Skittles. It's everywhere.
Hey, look, PBC pushed the fight back to 2023. 2023 ain't even here yet, man. So why the hate for 2022? KQ, I know, man, you don't want to go 3 hours or 4 hours right now.
Yeah, run your ass on out of here. Look,
I'm
you
still
ever heard
here.
a nigga
I'm still here.
look? You ever
I'm still
heard?
here.
Look, you ever heard a good cheating ass nigga try to explain to his lady and she not smart? You know what I'm saying? That nigga be like a busted bag of Skittles. He just be everywhere with explanations about where the fuck he was, and she just get tired
I
of
thought we was
hearing it.
talking about boxing,
You know what
bro.
I'm saying?
I thought we talking about boxing.
You a goddamn lie, D-Ray. I know your ass is doing something, but you lie so goddamn much, I can't even tell what's the truth and what's a lie. Just go in there and get that plate, go wash your ass, and go to bed. I don't want to hear that
hey, man,
shit.
Speaking of, hold on. Hey, check this out. Speaking of washing their ass and going to bed, what was that video that EJ Girl put out, bro, where she had him folded up like the laundry?
Boy,
hey, I ain't gonna never see
how
nothing
come
like
your
that with
partner
Crawford,
folded
though.
up his tent? How come your partner folded up his tent when somebody came knocking on his door? Worry about that. Don't worry about what that man
they
doing in
pushing
his
it to
bedroom.
next year.
D-Ray, what I always tell you about that, D-Ray, that's that man personal life. That's why they call it personal. I don't care how they are in their personal life, long as you can entertain me when I pay my $39.95 to watch you fight. Long as you
man, you just don't want to see. But y'all just don't want to see him falling into a DJ lap like that. That's all that is, bro.
Hold on, D-Ray. Hold on, D-Ray. It's the same thing I said about Adrian Broner. Everybody know Adrian Broner was my boy. You know I catch heat by AB. But now AB can't perform. He ain't my boy. I got to find
AB got the best resume over at PBC, bro. Hey, listen.
He not at PBC.
AB got the best
BLT
resume
Prime.
over at PBC.
He had bacon, lettuce, tomatoes, spinach. Ain't that what Buzz said? I'm just repeating what your partner said. He had bacon, lettuce, tomato, or whatever, goddamn. He had blackpump.com.
Check this out, D-Ray.
Yeah, he got
just like Chi-Town said last night when we were talking. He said, we don't even know if he actually getting 10 million. He just say getting 10 million. Then I came back with, we don't actually know if he gonna get paid because there have been history of boxers fighting and got the promoter in court because they didn't
what did EJ make on
you know he ain't promoted in years. So he might not even get paid.
So what did EJ say he made?
Stanionis didn't get paid?
No, Rachel said he didn't get paid because he won no fight. Bud and that fight. He didn't get his step aside money.
See how he messing up everybody's bag?
Man, hey, look, you can worry about Stank up on us. That's all good, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Promote him, bro.
Listen.
I just wanted to fight, man. I'm just saying that y'all got a million reasons for him not to fight, man. All I'm saying,
these brothers will tell you to stick together. It's black thing. It's a blackity black thing, and why you gonna do a black man like that and this, that, and the third? You dig what I'm saying? And then on the adverse. He shit on the black man. He shit on the one
Man,
black.
come on, bro. What did I come into? I came into all three of y'all shitting on the brother.
Which
Okay,
black man?
KQ was chilling. He just was laughing.
We on this brother shit. Which black man do you support? You see, you got to shit on one to support the other. All black and that black.
Hey, bro, listen. That's why,
man, hold on,
hold on, bro. But I just want to say this though. That's why I try not to play the puppet role of what the man want us to do, bro. That's why I'm saying, look, hold on, bro. Listen, bro. I'm saying that you can say EJ gonna win, right? But all that extra stuff that's unnecessary is what they want to hear, right?
Like the personal
that's what they want to hear.
Personal attacks, like he drunk, he got steroid nipples. Look at him being folded up by his girl. Oh, okay, all right.
You want to talk about Earl, but you don't want nobody talking about Crawford.
Oh, bro, listen, man. There's so much I could say, bro. But there's so much I could say that I don't say, bro.
They be on the south side of Omaha. They be on the hoe strip in Omaha with them big fat white bitches. That's what that word is.
Hey, there's a few.
Underground, D-Ray. Underground.
Yes, sir.
Said, well, OG, D-Ray, lucky I'm at work. Salute to the family.
Shout out to my man Underground, Chi-Town, 202.
I'm out the way,
all
OG,
y'all,
man. I done got my capping for the weekend. God damn.
Yeah, you right. You have been capping. Right. Hey, but I appreciate y'all, man.
All right. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Still, what's going on?
Hey, man, salute to y'all, man.
What's going on with you?
What's going on?
Not much, man. Just tapping in with y'all, man. You know, it ain't even about no bandwagon. It's just a lot of great minds coming together on the topic.
Yes, sir.
You know, like I said before on one of your lives a week or so ago, you know, we can't let Bud Crawford, you know, a man that can barely spell and use proper grammatic use in a sentence, we can't let this man question the integrity of Al Heyman, especially when you don't even have Hispanic fighters that come out and say nothing negative about Al Heyman doing some kind of backdoor deal on them or they not getting paid. You know, we got a lot of examples of non-black fighters or non-black entertainers who have made tremendous amounts of wealth, you know, by being advised by Al Heyman. You know, people like Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, you know, Boyz II Men, and so many others, Drake, and all the different likes of these types of people. What is it about Bud that would make this man who's worked with all these different types of figures want to just only single out Bud and screw him over? It don't even make logical sense. Another thing I said because I get on different platforms, I'll tap in with anybody and jump on anybody panel and stuff like that, as long as we talk about the right thing. And it's like, you know, my thing, first and foremost, I don't know Bud directly as a man, so I'm not disrespecting him or his family directly when I say this. You know, but we got to stay true to the OGs, and the OGs got to help out with some of the YGs, and we all got to hold each other accountable. And the way he been posturing and moving is like how a mama boy would. A mama's boy, you hear my son in the background yelling, you know, but a mama's boy, a mama gonna tell you, hey, don't worry about it, baby. Go on and get your money. Don't you worry about what they say. Don't you let them, you know, your father is gonna tell you, a positive male role model gonna tell you, no, man, you go fight him. You go fight him in his backyard. You go fight him in his front yard. You go whoop him in front of his people. You better not back down. You better not turn and duck away. You know, and I'm glazing over some things, but it's another point. Nobody has brought this up. What Bud is asking of Earl in these counter offers, Bud himself wouldn't agree to from his B side.
Right.
You know, Bud wouldn't let somebody tell him, no, I don't want to fight in Nebraska. I want to fight over here. Bud wouldn't let nobody tell him, unless you're going to give me a 3-fight rematch clause, we not fighting. Bud wouldn't let nobody dictate a fight event to him where he's the A side and they're the B side in a manner of which they could control the entire event. And I'll say that again. Everything Bud is asking for, he would not allow not one B side to ask that of him himself. And that's the main thing that a lot of people is overlooking. Earl has actually provided Bud several concessions Okay, you don't want to fight in Dallas in front of 70,000 fans. You rather fight at a smaller venue with a higher ticket price. Fuck it, we can fight wherever you want to fight. Okay, you want a rematch clause? I'm going to put it all on the line. You say you want a rematch clause or you don't want to fight? Okay, I'm going to give you a rematch clause. Then Bud asked for transparency. Hey, well, Bud, transparency is already a part of our contract. Well, I want to be able to approve and check off on every and dot every I and every single T on the contract, including how we get paid. Bud wouldn't allow no B-side to dictate that to him. And it'd be different if he was putting money into the promotion, into the marketing, into the logistics of everything, into booking the arena and hiring the staff and paying it. You know, Bud is not putting none of that kind of money up. All Bud got to do is sign on the dotted line and show up and fight.
Yeah.
The type of concessions that Bud is asking for are unprecedented from a B-side in any type of major agreement. Now, counter offers are always, you know, some counter offers are entertained, but some counter offers are unreasonable. And what the problem is, we got a lot of these mama's boys where these mamas done lied to a lot of these boys where they say, your son, you know, where my daddy at? Oh, he at the stove. Where my daddy at? He at the stove. Or why my daddy don't come around? They tell him and feed them all these lies, and they grow to accept, you know, not holding their father accountable for not being there. So you got a lot of men that grow up without having any kind of direction as far as accountability. And so they don't really care what Bud do or how he do it because they never been raised with any type of integrity, any type of accountability. No real man, no real walking alpha gonna sit up here and defend nothing that Bud doing. When Bud hugged Floyd at the Hall of Fame convention and smelled that cologne, he thought he was Floyd at that moment. He thought he was Floyd in that moment. You know what I'm saying? He started using all this jargon that Floyd used. All of a sudden now Bud talking about his post-career health and, you know, the injury of death in the ring and how he wants to make sure he make enough money for retirement and his generational wealth. Man, he's saying everything but let's fight. He's saying everything but let's fight, you know, and I can't respect that on no level.
Of course. All right. I'm almost done.
You know, and so, you know, like I said, I rock with Spence all the way. I think it's messed up how he done messed up a lot of other people money. I think it's messed up. How he has tried to diminish Al Heyman's legacy, and he don't hold the kind of credibility to where anybody could really take him serious. I think people take him seriously based upon the narrative that it fit for them. You know, based upon the narrative that it fit for them, that's why they take him seriously. Or like I said, men are just fans, you know, in general who are not used to, you know, being held accountable for shit or don't have much integrity. They don't see nothing wrong with what he did. But, you know, one thing about business is you got business write-offs, and that back end money is not taxed the same way that front end money is. So he's not getting 25 million. They're going to chew up almost 50-60% of that 25 million anyway. You know, and then he got to pay his people out of what they have already taxed.
Right.
So he's gonna get a fraction of that 25 million. He'll be lucky to even get anywhere near 10. He'll be lucky to even have to walk away with that after the taxes and the fees come out. So the back end money, you can write off the amount of money it costs to buy the t-shirts, to have them printed as merchandise. Like whatever you pay for the wholesale price of the t-shirts and the hats and other merchandise, you can write that off against the profit that you make. You know, that's why the back end money is a lot. You know, if you buy $500,000 worth of liquor, you can write that off against the revenue that you made off the liquor. That's why it's better to go after the back end money, because it's not going to be taxed the way that front end money is. And they keep it on the hush. I don't want nothing guaranteed. You ain't got to give me nothing guaranteed up front, because the IRS not going to hit that money the same way they do the back end money. And see, Al Heyman been teaching these young fighters this, and you got fighters that set up for life. Look at Andrew Ruiz. Look at Mikey Garcia. Look at Leo Santa Cruz. Hell, look at Tank. You know, and like I said, Earl's sitting on a big old ranch. Earl ain't even been in the boxing game long as Crawford. And you know, Crawford had the opportunity to step over there and do what he had to do. Manny Pacquiao got out of trouble with the IRS messing with Al Heyman. Thanks to Al Heyman. You know, he got out of trouble. he able to take some of that money and run for senator and governor wherever he's from in the Philippines.
Yeah.
So the proof in the pudding is there. But we got this one triangle head nigga man here that want to talk down on the people that's doing all the moving and shaking in the sport. And he hasn't done nothing to garnish that type of support. Like I said, him nor his fans can tell you one signature fight. Gamboa was a signature fight, what'd he say?
Right.
Jeff Horn was a signature fight, what'd he say? Like, man, you can't even take the dude serious. You can't take the dude serious. And it's a shame when you got people like Ryan Garcia that agree to fight, you know, and you got people like Crawford that won't fight, you know. But I put Crawford and Fury and Canelo Alvarez and Big Baby Miller and Conor Ben, I put all them fools in the same bucket. Lame ducks. You know, and that's all I got for now.
All right. Hey, still, do you have a channel?
No, sir, man. I just jump on, man, and help the brothers out, man. I jump on with a lot of folks, man, from He Knows to you know, to Tom Ross TV, you know, Marlo TV. I just support you guys, man.
Oh, okay. Because someone asked about that in the chat. Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you, brother, coming up. All right.
For sure. Thank you.
All right.
You calling the fights tonight? Is it the fights called? You calling the fights tonight?
No, I was gonna call the McGill fight, but it's in Mexico and it's not really a popular fight. He's not fighting no one, and the undercard is bad undercard. So no.
Oh, okay, so we'll take a break tonight then, because I ain't gonna watch the fight if you ain't calling it, because I turn the TV down and listen at you. But I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna definitely get out of here because I know you're tired, man. This is Saturday, you can get some rest. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna leave this with you. My daddy was old school. My daddy didn't believe in contracts, none of that. My daddy always told me, son, a man is only good as his word.
Damn right.
My daddy tell you something. You can bet on that. If he tell you he gonna whoop you wherever he see you at, if he see you in the police station, you gonna get it. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't talking about just me. I'm talking about anybody. He didn't play.
That's right.
But he say a man is only good as his word, son. And if you find a man word ain't no good, he ain't no good.
Yes, sir.
Now, if Crawford can't hold his word, that says a lot about him. You know, that's just my summary of this. That says a lot about him. If you got somebody else over here you negotiate with, and somebody else you negotiating with, and you ain't being straight across the board to let them know that you negotiating with, you know what I mean? Right. And some sneak about you. Some sneak about you. But I'm gonna end mine with that. D-Ray, I'm gonna call you when it's over with, because it ain't all right.
All right, Randy. I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
All righty. All right, D-Ray. You got any last words, man?
Hey, man, thank you very much for allowing me up here, KQ. I appreciate it.
Man, you know I always rock with you, D-Ray, no matter who you support.
Hey, you do, bro, and I thank you for that, man. And that's what I'm trying to say, and that's the relationship I want to build with other good brothers. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to pick the same person, the same team, you know what I mean? But as long as I know that we on the same team, I'm good with it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a better relationship with you than I do with them fighters. You know what I'm saying? Now, we all can pick and choose who we want. You know, that's what makes us individuals and unique. And somebody got to be right and somebody got to be wrong. And, you know, I just want to say, you know, like I said, bro, you know, I want the best for them fighters. I want the best for the sport. And I want the best for you. And, you know, I'm still going to call in one more time, man. Try to get you to make that trip to Omaha, bro.
Okay.
Hey, it's almost as cold as Chicago. You'll be right at home. Hey, and we even keep you out of the bad side of Council Bluffs. All right, bro?
Yeah. I remember that Council Bluff. Yeah, across the bridge. Yeah, I remember that.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hey, man, but thank you, man. I appreciate you.
Hey,
salute to the chat fam. Everybody subscribe, like, and share.
Yes,
thank you.
I appreciate it. All right. Yes, sir. All right. That's D-Ray, baby. Yes, sir. Good brothers. Good brother. Everybody came up. Good brothers. And thank you all for coming in. All right. I appreciate it. And that's right. I didn't even pin the link up there. But anyway, look, I appreciate everybody. We still going to go live tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock a.m. Me and Knockout Boxing 86 TV. we still got some interesting stories about what's going on in sport of boxing. It's a blessing to see Adios. I call him Adios. Well, he's out of his coma now, and it's good to see him getting better, and hopefully he can get back to his family. All right, that's the main thing. Now, no, sorry, he won't box again. He won't ever box again because of the brain surgery and everything. So, but he's out of the medical induced coma. Let me clear that up. Medical induced coma. Okay. So remember, the brain is not meant to be hit. So, but no, thank God for that. All right. So with that, and we got other stories. We got the Ortiz, we got the Stanionis fight and mandated with whether he didn't get the step aside money that he was promised by Earl Spence and his team because it wasn't no fight. So you can't pay him if it wasn't no fight, so ain't nothing to step aside from. So, but anyway, still I would have given him something because he was going to pretense of stepping aside so y'all can have that fight and negotiations, which it didn't turn out to be, too bad, too much, but it is what it is. So we do got still some good fights coming. We got my guy, my favorite young fighter, little fighter rather. We talking about Roman Gonzalez. He's going to be fighting Estrada. We still got that coming up, and yes, you got Terrence Crawford coming up. You got Keyshawn Davis. You're going to have that fight coming up. I mean, you got Teofimo Lopez coming up. So, I mean, we still got fights to finish off this year first. Okay, we got a fight next week. So, I mean, good fights next week. So, it's just that we're going to take the day off, the night off, rather. And that's okay. It's okay. We still, if we do anything, watch some boxing, watch a rerun, shit. Because in one fight I want to look at and take a look at. But with that, that's all I have. Chi-Town Finance is in the house. All right. Y'all don't get a chance to see him as often because he's been teaching and stuff like that. But I appreciate him coming in. And I appreciate everybody. Yes, sir. I appreciate everybody coming in. And I mean, this has been a good day to talk about boxing. Good morning, brother. All right, now we're in the afternoon. So with that, that's about all I got.
This song is dedicated
everybody
to all those ballers out there.
Everybody have a good day. Okay. I am KQKC Boxing Network, and I come on Monday through Friday. All right, that's 11 a.m. Central Time. All right. Then Saturday night, I will call a fight if it's on. But tonight I won't, okay? Because Jaime is fighting in Mexico, and this is the problem they had with Jaime. He needed to fight better competition, all right? And that's what he needed to do. So with that, oh man, shout out to the almighty LDBC. Shout out to all my lovely, lovely subscribers. I thank you all. I thank you all for that support. I thank you all for coming out this morning. And like I say, I'm sorry I can't call a fight tonight, but I thank you all. This has been a very interesting discussion. And yes, I do wish Bud Crawford don't say anything because he really touched a nerve with me yesterday. Yeah, a lot of people ain't as rich, but we rich inside, inside. People got good hearts. People have done good things. People have strived to make other people better. People are trying to do miracles and make things work in the future. Like doctors, lawyers. You don't have to be rich. I can't stand a rich, dumb nigga. All right, I'm sorry, I can't. I cannot stand a rich person because, especially when they think they're the shit. Okay. One thing about a rich person don't talk about it. They don't talk about being rich. All right. So keep that in mind. So with that, I'm out of here. Peace and love to everybody. All right. And take care and have a good day. Peace. I'm out of here.